Alright, hello. Welcome into the build stream, everybody.
What's up, y'all? Welcome
How's
in.
it going? We've got a really big build stream for you. I mean, like a regular big one. Before the holiday.
Yep.
Yeah.
The most Friday-ass Wednesday ever.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So welcome in. Welcome into YouTube as well.
How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world?
Yeah. Anyways, what's going on? Welcome in, Killian. How you doing?
Yep.
What's up, Rutu? What's going on? Alright.
Whatever.
So we got exactly 4 builds for you. I don't know what exactly. Like, I know you're used to like 3.8, but we've actually got a whole 4 right now. Yeah.
A round number.
Yeah. So we're starting off today. Let me tell you guys what's on the docket. So we got Deep Finance Geek right now. Deep Finance Geek, if you're watching, this is your build. If you're watching from the future, hello. What are the lottery numbers? We also got Cody today, a Joker stream, and Victor. So yeah.
Wait, shouldn't we be telling them the lottery numbers?
They're from the future, so if they're watching this from the future, they need to be telling me on the stream.
Oh, that's
now.
true.
I don't know.
Yeah, never mind. I got my paradox.
Is lottery still like that, where like you put the numbers in? I don't know. I've never played it. Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing?
Yeah.
Which case has better airflow, Rampage or the Azure 2? Ooh.
Mesh front's pretty classic.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like nothing really beats a mesh front if you're looking at airflow. So I would definitely go with the Rampage in that regard. But the Azure 2 does a really good job as far as like fishbowls go of getting a lot of good airflow in there. It's one of the more effective ones. I was like, either way, neither's going to be like, burning up on you. But yeah, usually a mesh front will always be the airflow choice. Yeah. What's up, Killer Cam? How you doing?
Yep.
Hello to all microwave owners. The rest, I hope you oversleep and are late to work tomorrow. Whoa, catching strays here. Yeah. Okay, I've been living a great life without a microwave, but my dad is determined to always bring food that needs a microwave, and it's like, I have to keep explaining to him. He loves his Costco. Or at least I thought he loved his Costco. He kept talking about the Costco, like, mashed potatoes. Like, you want me to bring those? I was like, I'll make my own mashed potatoes. That's fine. He's like, no, you want me? I'll bring them. So then, he got... Okay, I gotta tell you, this is my Thanksgiving story, everybody. I'm already having a Thanksgiving. So, my dad walked into Costco. I've already bought everything for Thanksgiving, right? My dad walked into Costco yesterday, texts me and says, hey, they have like a whole kit here. It looks perfect for us. Should I buy it, or did you already buy things? 10 minutes go by, right? The next time I check my phone, I called him, because I was like, text is not going to be quick enough. He's in the car driving away from the Costco. He's already purchased it.
No.
And I was like, 10 minutes? You can wait 10 minutes. So, an entire Thanksgiving dinner bought when I already bought an entire Thanksgiving dinner. And you know what the funniest thing was? Because he was like, well, do you need any of the sides? I was like, I already bought all the sides. I was like, except for the potatoes. You said that you were ready to do potatoes. You were so insistent because you love those Costco potatoes. And he goes, oh, I don't like those potatoes. I was like, why are you always bringing them? He's like, other people love them. I was like, who? Who? You're the only one ever talking about these potatoes. Classic dad. And you know what's funny too is I called it. I so called it. Because I told him, I was like, I will bring everything. You can bring a pie. And I was like, he's gonna get stuff that I already have, and he did. It's fine. I'm doing fine. He actually did find somebody to give that meal kit away to.
Nice.
So that was good, yeah.
Very generous.
Mm-hmm. We ordered the Rampage, same as my sister's build. 7700X, 5070. Nice. Heck yeah.
Yo.
That's a really good spec. And yeah. I like this cooler because of the spacers and the little thing. I don't know if you ever see, but to keep it all together, I have the little bracket on the desk, and then I put all of the spacers and the little screws into it. And then, when I'm not paying attention, I accidentally knock it over and they all go over the floor. I'm like, oh, it's so organized.
I do like that it stays in place.
Right, and it sticks it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. If all of them could do that, that'd make me very happy. But yeah. Anyways, how's everybody's, I almost said Monday, everybody's Wednesday going?
You are in a different world.
I know, right? I've had a week, man. Honestly, it's been like a week that continued on to a weekend. Because I was like, oh, this is another weekend of trying to get a bunch of stuff done, so I painted a room, and that was annoying. And yeah. And now I'm like, I can cook a turkey, right? Yeah.
Did you get yours in time?
I did.
Is it gonna defrost?
In time is, yeah, I was like, that's the $1,000,000 question. I'm gonna do some water thawing though before I cook it, just to make sure that thing is like, you know.
That's what I
really
was like. Like, you can't like just run it under like the hot tub and things.
It was like, you're more likely to, like, you know, get bacteria or something. I don't know. But yeah, I figure basically if I just let it sit in that, apparently it's like 4 pounds per half hour that you do that. Figure like an hour will cover everything. Cause like I'd be poking it every day now in the fridge, and like I can feel ice on it still. So I'm like, I don't know, is this thing like thawing? Who knows?
Run in the deep fryer.
No, that's all those like videos you see of people just like, yeah, setting their house on fire. And ironically, the reason that happens usually is because the turkey is not fully thawed.
Yeah.
It's on 8 Gigabyte DDR3 special price, $200. DM me for more info. Dude, for real. It's got me going around my house like, do I have any RAM I didn't know about? Huh? Hola, Greasy MC, how you doing? Yeah, how is everybody's Wednesday going? Did you guys get the day off? Are you guys like one of those people who got like, you know, a week off for Thanksgiving, or are you like in that rat race? Are you working Thanksgiving? I remember oh man, I remember working Thanksgiving. I remember working Thanksgiving night for Black Friday, back when like Black Friday was like creeping on to Thanksgiving. So like I had to come in at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving, which is just mean. For those Black Friday deals. Not as bad though as the time that the mall was open all night for Black Friday. Like we opened at midnight. And the mall was open the entire night, which was cool until about 2 a.m. And then everyone like left. So it was just the store is open, all the lights are on, nobody's here, and I'm tired. Like Not good bedfellows. Not so for Thanksgiving, but I have the next 2 days off where I plan to do absolutely nothing. Always a good use of time, to be honest. Like, yeah. A weekend where you do like nothing is a great weekend. For real. So that sounds like a good plan. Nice. Got the Xbox Ally X. Might rot in bed and play on it. Nice, nice. Yeah. That's the best way. A good handheld, yeah. We got like a pretty interesting array of PCs today. This was actually a very popular case today. You're gonna see this one again.
Oops, all XR.
Ooh, yeah, I was like, ooh, XR, suddenly very popular. Which is cool. And yeah, actually, we've got an even distribution today between Intel machines and AMD machines. So yeah.
I think the website is glitching because yesterday I did a bunch of the SKUs called Maverick. I forget the case's real name.
Mm-hmm.
And then earlier over there, I saw an entire row of Prism 4s.
Mm-hmm.
I think something's up. Where there's like just a lot of the same thing.
Interesting. Well, I was like, maybe some of them have certain deals on them, so that's probably why. But yeah. What kind of RAM does this thing have? LOL. This one has a lot. It's got 96 gigabytes in it. So yeah. That's like one gold bar these days. DDR2 prices are insane. Honestly, if you have like legacy hardware, you can sometimes sell it for good money because there's like entire like
Banking system.
like the backbone of several infrastructures for certain companies is like embedded in legacy hardware, and you know, if they don't make it anymore, then they're going through a finite supply of replacement pieces. A really good example of this was the documentary.
The security system of the sorry.
Yeah, was the documentary on the last Blockbuster in like Bend, Oregon or something. And yeah, she's still running like the original Blockbuster software. And it's like all legacy. She's got to like rip apart old computers to find like components to keep this computer alive. It's wild. Is that the Corsair 4000 case? I did a build on one recently and I was super impressed, even if it felt a bit too cramped for some things. No. We do sell the 4000D, I think, on the custom builder, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. My RAM went up to over $900. I'm glad I got it cheaper. Heck yeah, get in before it goes higher. Oof. I have a bunch of DDR3 machines in the garage. Nice. Yeah. Those are about to hit their like legacy stride. I have 4 sets of DDR5, 32 gigabytes. I was debating selling them. Maybe so, yeah. I don't know. If I had some extra RAM right now, I'd probably be looking at, like offloading it.
You do have extra RAM.
No, I mean, that's the lab's RAM. I don't own that. If I had sold my old PC a month later, I would have probably gotten the money I paid for it new, just in RAM and SSD. Yeah, but I mean, hindsight's 20/20. No one can predict when things are gonna just suddenly be worth a ton of money. The glass front is a bit different. I like the cheese grater front panel one though. That thing stays so much cooler than my Lian Li case. Yeah, I do love a good cheese grater aesthetic. The Antec Performance 1 is like a case that every time I look at it, I'm just like, great. Just want to take a big block of like Monterey Jack and just go like whoosh. But it's plastic, so it wouldn't really be effective. Wait 3 months, I bet you can sell them for even more, maybe. What's up, boy, on that cooking? Tomorrow's the cooking day. But what's up, Eamon? How you doing?
What do you mean? I'm cooking right now.
Yeah, let him cook. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be cooking. Oh, yeah.
Word.
It'll be my first time cooking a full turkey from frozen little ball to full bird. Gonna see if I mess it up.
Oh, with that attitude.
Right? What could go right? Yeah. But yeah. Hi. What's up, Iconations? How you doing? It's a crazy world when GPU prices might be less than RAM. Yeah. Some RAM really do be like the price of a pretty like nice mid grade
Bro,
GPU.
cheaper than the PS5.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. cooking, my thing with turkey is that it's super important to let it completely thaw out. Yeah, that's the thing I'm totally worried about. I bought mine Monday night, 11 pounder, and I don't know if it's gonna be, so I might have to water thaw it a bit, just to make sure. Yeah, my 5090 was 2200 after everything. If RAM passes that, I'm dead. If RAM passes that, you're gonna see all of us go back to the console days. Saltwater brine it overnight, yeah. Yeah, but even with the saltwater brine, it's gotta be like fully thawed to like really take advantage of that brine. Hope you guys have been well. We have. Thank you very much. Yeah. I'm not doing a brine. I might try it next year, but I was like, you know what? Baby steps.
What's wrong with brine?
Brine. Like... So, I'm gonna go for a dry yet crispy bird. That hopefully won't be too dry. I don't know. I actually don't know if my family ever like brined our turkeys. Get my mom started cooking today. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, there's certain stuff you can definitely start early, especially like if you're bringing cookies or something. You gotta start the cookies a day early. You need to brine it for 24 hours anyway. Ooh, yeah. Dry turkey is saved by some good gravy and mashed potatoes. True. You guys are the best. I'm looking forward to buying a PC from you guys soon. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Well, if you need anything too or help picking one out, we're here for you. Thank you. Yeah, I got some gravy mix that I'll probably just use the drippings with. You know, I'm figuring it out. I'm doing my thing. I don't know, what's your favorite side from Thanksgiving?
Ooh, you know, I used to really hate stuffing when I was little, but that was before I matured. Mashed potatoes. Oh?
I was the same, where I was like, I hated stuffing growing up, but I realized it was because my family got the one that has cranberries in it, and I don't like the like salty bread with the sweet was like throwing me off.
Oh.
So now I just get the one that doesn't have cranberries in it, and it's like my favorite thing.
I like that. I like that. That mix, I guess.
Just some salty bread, love it.
Mac and cheese if there's some. There's not always mac and cheese.
Yeah. My family wouldn't do mac and cheese, but they would do this thing that was like, what I would call it was torture. And it was pearl onions and like a cheese sauce, and it smelled like the greatest macaroni and cheese you've ever smelled in your life, but it was just onions. Which to a child was like, why would you do this?
That would be torture.
This could have been a macaroni, but instead, it's just onions. But yeah. Do y'all use tablets or iPads?
I have an iPad.
Yeah, I have neither. I don't know. I guess I've never really liked working on like an iPad or so, because like to me it's just like bigger than it needs to be. You know, like. I don't mind like a tiny screen on a phone either. Like I'll either do things tiny, or like, you know, on the computer.
I used to watch shows on it.
I had an iPod Touch back in the day that I got with money from my first job, and I got like Netflix on there, and I was able to subscribe to it because like I had money right for the first time. And yeah, I used to like get home from work and then just like be in my bed at night watching like Futurama. It was awesome. 96 gigabytes of RAM. Wowzers! Wonder how much that cost. Hello guys, how's it going, Steven?
Yeah,
how you doing? Hello first. Love from India. Hey, shout out to India.
Shout out to India.
I have 5070. Is it okay to pair with 9800X3D for gaming and streaming, plus OBS record in 1440p? Yes. Yeah, those two go together really well. And yeah, you should be able to do everything. Everything you got there, 1440p and all. There might be some games where you'll get less frames in 1440p with the 5070, but for the most part, you should still be able to play everything really stably. Got rid of Windows. Happy not to hassle with Windows anymore. Hey, did you go for the Linux life? What's up, John Mark? How you doing?
Yo.
Shalom, Kakamaika. I always have to like look at your name and like remember how to say it. 96 gigs of RAM cost almost as much as a console. Yeah, that's what we were saying. I was like, what? Crazy. But like, honestly, the battle station, it needs me. Although I'm telling you, man, I'm not looking to upgrade for a while now. I'm like, you know what? Like, let's let the dust settle before I think about upgrading anything in my machine. Oof.
No, thank you.
I was thinking that, yeah. Some say GPU gets bottlenecked. Is that true? So a GPU can be bottlenecked, but in that kind of a configuration, no, you don't have to worry about that at all. And bottlenecks can work either way, too. There could be a number of things that could bottleneck your system. So people are usually worried about their CPU bottlenecking the GPU, but it can also go the other way. You know, like you could have a really old GPU and it's not allowing your CPU to really, you know, take off. You could have, if you're running everything off a hard disk drive, your hard disk drive could be the thing that is bottlenecking your system. You could have great components in it, but everything just takes forever to load. Your monitor can be your bottleneck. But for the most part, especially when you're like matching modern hardware these days, bottlenecks aren't really much of a concern. It has to be a pretty egregiously like out of balance system for there to be a bottleneck that would be even noticeable to you. And I mean, we're talking things like, let me think, like you've got like a 12100F, like I think it's a 4-core, maybe it's like a 6. And you've got like a 5080. Like, yeah, that's gonna bottleneck, and probably noticeably. But 12.4 and a 5070, not really. If you play at 1440, you wouldn't really notice any difference. Let me say. Okay, I gotta jump over to Twitch again. I build PCs for most of my friends, but you guys do a cleaner job, so my buddy went with y'all. Nice, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we do all the cable management for you. You guys also had reasonable 5090 prices when they were at the peak. True, yeah. Sometimes when like solo components are very expensive, you can get a pretty good deal with an SI. I honestly might save the funds and surprise my partner with a new PC. You guys are forever my go-to. Oh, thank you so much. And also, yeah, W partner. Like, no one ever surprises me with a PC. But yeah, thank you. I just make it work. I'm averse to cable management. Yeah, I feel that. Me in the lab, like when I just need like temperature data, yeah, I'm just balling it up, slapping that case on, getting that data, ripping it out again, yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, like I do take some bad habits home. Like I moved my computer because I'm currently working in my office, but, so I'm gonna have to deal with it now, but I literally just had an NVMe just like free floating out of the motherboard. It worked. Now, if there was an earthquake while I was in the middle of a game, could it potentially corrupt files? Yes. But I'll take those chances. I might be close to the fault line, but it's been years. That thing's not going off.
There.
Thank you. During the GPU shortage, I love watching the Steam hardware list because you could see in real time people downgrading until the 1650 took over the 1060 as the most popular GPU. I wonder if we are gonna see that in RAM. I don't think something like the DDR3 can take over DDR4 as the top spot, but maybe second to DDR5 if things become very bad. Yeah, that'd be very interesting, because DDR4 is also going up in price. I don't know. I think what we'll probably see is like a lot more builds, or like, you know, people going back to like 16 gigs of RAM. Which, I mean, I'm still rocking 16 gigs of DDR4, and like, you know, I'm getting by. iPad M5 is incredible, M4 Pro is as well, but love my iPad for my side work PC. Yeah, like, if I was like an artist or something, if I had like more of a practical use for it, but I guess it's just one of those things where like, the uses I would have for like, especially a more mobile device like that, just don't apply to like iPads. Did you guys see the Great Wave print auction in Hong Kong? It sold for $2.2 million. No, I did not. what would a good GPU combination be with my Ryzen 7 7800X 3D? Honestly, with the 7800X 3D, I say the 5070, 5070 Ti, 5080. You can even go all the way up to 5090. But usually I say like the 70 series is really good. Or from the Radeon side of things, 9070 XT. Or 9060 Ti, not Ti. 9060 XT 16 gigabyte one. Don't go for the 8 gig. That CPU won't bottleneck most GPUs though. 5080 is probably the play for cost ratio. True. My DDR5 64 gig RAM is 905. Woo! It's a console and a monitor with a cheap chair. LOL. People needing 96 gigs of RAM, doing something productive in their machine to make money. Yeah, that's the thing, is like big amounts of RAM are necessary for certain like lines of work especially. So for the like Blender renderer out there who's looking to buy a system, the small studio who needs a lot of that to run, my condolences. Because, yeah. It's a good RAM, but 900 truly criminal. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, really quick, jumping back over to YouTube. Manjaro, GNOME, Linux. Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah. I was on Manjaro for a while. I probably was on Ubuntu, though, for the longest out of any of the flavors. But yeah, there was a time when I was really seriously into gaming on Linux and making that work. And for the most part, I enjoyed the heck out of it. I loved also using the command line for like stuff. It was awesome. But I always had like at least one game on every single like flavor that I had that just would give me trouble and would not work. And it changed. It depended like on the different flavors that I had. But yeah. For the most part, though, I really liked working on Linux. What's the Discord? I upgraded my battle station. Let me see. Yay, we got it now. We finally got the Discord link to work again, guys. It just, like, randomly got shut off. Here's the Discord link. People say AM4 is dead now. Go for AM5. I don't know, man. They're still making AM4s. I think I'll stay AM4 around for a while, but, yeah, I mean, if I was buying a PC today, I'd probably go AM5. Like, I would probably suggest for someone to go AM5 just for future upgradability. So finally, 9800X 3D with 5070 is a good combination? Yep. Yeah, totally. Yeah, AM4 was legendary. The only thing is that sometimes if you use, like, an air cooler on them, or I guess even an AIO, when you went to, like, pull the cooler off, it would just take the chip with it without like undoing the latch. That was a weird quirk of them. But man, when you got a bent pin on the CPU, it was much easier to like bend it back and fix it than it is to do that on the motherboard. I think the biggest bottleneck is the wallet. You'd be absolutely correct. Yeah, my wallet is constantly bottlenecking me. My wallet and also my money guilt from childhood. For this combo, I need to get 2K monitor, right? Or any specific thing? I would, yeah, recommend, yeah, a 2K monitor. As far as like, you know, what kind of hertz, OLED or not, whatever, that's like all up to you. But yeah, look for something with 2K resolution. Post my setup in the Discord, nice. Most cases, 16 gigabytes is good. There are games that are RAM hogs. Yeah, I always like to say that whenever I give like guidelines, I'm like, unless you play Escape from Tarkov, in which case, yeah, get the max RAM. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to stick my 1050 Ti because of the GPU shortages. I was supposed to get an RTX 5060 Ti, 16 gigabytes. And I guess I won't be able to get it at a good price anymore. What happened to my... I swear this was down earlier. Maybe I'm wrong. Darn. does DDR5 8000 exist? It does, yes. Depends though on like what your motherboard is and what your chip is, as far as how stable it is. But for the most part these days, it's pretty stable. It's just very expensive. Oh my gosh, welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid, Tenny T. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you had a good stream.
Yeah. Welcome in.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, and Joker stream, welcome in. We got your PC on the docket today.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So welcome in. For those just joining us, we are on our first build of 4 today. So yeah, we got this one for Deep Finance Geek right now. And yeah, tons of really cool PC stuff coming up. Yeah. I've not seen GPUs go up like DDR5, and I don't think it will.
Pizza?
Is there pizza?
Yeah.
How
I can
much?
give you a plate. There's pepperoni.
Okay, one.
Sure. Yeah.
One each. I mean, you can have more.
I that's why I was like, how much pizza?
There's a bunch of boxes.
Okay.
2?
Huh? What?
2?
Yeah, I'll give you 2. You want 2 or 1?
1.
Okay.
DDR4 is dead.
Thank you.
Everyone should upgrade to DDR5. Oh, yay! Thank you, Andy. Yes and no. Like, obviously, yeah, they're not making any more DDR4. I wouldn't recommend necessarily, like, building or getting a PC that is running DDR4 currently. But if you've got DDR4 in your system right now, it's still good. Thank you once again. Love from India to both of you. Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you.
You have a good day. That's awesome. I was not expecting y'all to build it today. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, as you know, we gotta get this all done before the holiday. Gotta love how on Amazon there's no Black Friday deals for RAM. We're so cooked. Oh yeah.
Dude, I love how every company
That's
has been
funny.
spamming my inbox this week with their 20% off.
This week, man, I feel like all month.
All
it's
month,
been like,
okay,
yeah,
sure,
it's
all month.
Black Friday month, and I was like, what?
Miss me with that weak ass 20%, dude.
Yeah, I was really hoping, because I was looking at, like, getting a beanbag chair, and so I was looking at Lovesack, because all the cheap beanbags have, like, disappeared.
Where's that one?
And
Alright.
even though they're running, like, a 40% off discount, I feel like the beanbag I was looking at is, like, maybe, like, $80 cheaper, and I'm like, y'all lying. I don't know, maybe I gotta, like, sign up and do a dance and, you know, give them a little blood before they'll be like, and here's your discount code. But yeah, I'm not really doing any shopping for Black Friday because yeah, it's like I'm not seeing any like anything that's making me be like I gotta run somebody over with a shopping cart for this, you know. I am gonna go to IKEA this weekend though, and after looking on their website, I was like, man, they're definitely not doing any kind of a deal. And furniture got really expensive, and I'm like, ugh.
No deals whatsoever?
Not really. So, yeah, because I gotta redo my entire office, y'all. I painted it blue, and it looks so freaking good. But yeah, I gotta like revamp the whole thing. It's gonna be cool. I'll share photos when it's done in Discord.
Your Bird Sonic was full price?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know, I was kind of looking for deals and all that, and there were deals, but it was like the higher end stuff. So it's like, okay, yeah, I get this $2,000 projector for like,
$200.
yeah, basically, and it's like, yeah, no, I don't want to spend that much. I figure like if I really love the projector and I use it a lot, in a couple of years I can upgrade and get like a really nice 4K one that's like $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever. But like for now, like we're baby steps. Yeah. That's my third PC from y'all. First custom build though. Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dang.
Appreciate
yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate a repeat customer. I'm glad we've you know, kept you so long. Impressed. By the way, I'm not even joking. If you want a deal on DDR4, check AliExpress. They have pretty nice prices. Oh, I bet you gotta go to like, you know, some of the places that other people aren't checking yet to find it. Yeah. Furniture is so bulky to ship. I feel like 40% of the price is in shipping. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. you guys be getting in the white version of the King 95 case by chance? Ooh,
We
I don't.
should. We should have it. Maybe?
The King 95?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it currently not on the builder?
Yeah, it might just be that we're out of it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take a bite of pizza. Hold on, nobody look at me. Dropped a pepperoni.
Can you guess where it's from?
Pirates?
Yeah?
I don't know actually.
I'm not sure either. That was my first guess as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell us.
I haven't seen it on the builder. Then yeah, we probably just don't have it in stock. It could be that they're not buying it anymore, but I doubt it.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty popular case.
Usually when you're napping.
There's a roll on the bottom too if you need more.
Oh yeah. Dope. I send out my affiliate code anytime I can and constantly suggest you guys the rigs you have done have been amazing and the customer service when I have needed is second to none. Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Heck yeah. Thanks for like sending your affiliate code out too. That helps us. People come back to us and yeah. Lovely. Lovely. I got totally distracted, sorry. Can y'all rate my setup? Yeah, hold on. Let's see, let's go to the Discord. Discord. Setup, where are you, setups? There we go. Ooh, you got heck of screens, yeah. Look at this.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. True battle station there. I feel like you're gonna be like calling up Kim Possible and being like, Kim, you know, like, what is it, Wade? Was that the character who was like...
Guy in the chair.
Yeah, the guy in the chair. Bought an iPad to add as my 10th monitor. Nice. Honestly, like, having like a small screen or like an iPad or something like that is really nice if you ever do streaming. Because you can just put your chat on there, so it's not like taking up, you know, a whole screen. And it's only like yay big. I use my phone to do that actually when I stream, which is why I'm always like having to squint. No cap today, Juan? Yeah, no cap?
No cap. I got a haircut. No cap.
Ooh. Oh, okay, I was planning on treating myself to a retirement PC. Most likely will be after the holidays. I really
Hell
like
yeah.
the all-white build you guys built a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, that one was really nice.
Shout out to retiring.
Yeah, heck yeah.
You're done with the rat race, kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now the tricky thing is staying retired. My dad retired, and then a couple months later, somebody was like, "Hey, we could really use your help on this project," and now he's working again, and it's like, dude, put the compass down. Like,
The compass?
but I don't think they use that in engineering really anymore. But, you know. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, after the holidays too, like, we'll have CES at the beginning of the year, so a bunch of new cases will probably get revealed then. We're working on a whole new lineup for the next year, so cool stuff will be around. Cool stuff, new stuff. Sometimes new stuff isn't as cool as old stuff, but sometimes it is. And a lot of that is subjective. That was a lot of words to say nothing. 100%. The last build I got from y'all, we did an unboxing on stream, and I donated my first rig to one of my mods. Oh, that was
Aw.
kind. It was an awesome moment in my streaming career. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, it's always nice when you give back. Heck yeah. I'm a big believer in the hand-me-down system of PCs, where it's like, oh, I got a new PC, well, you know, little sister gets a PC. I don't have a little sister, but, you know, if I did. Or like, you know, I get an upgrade, fiance gets an upgrade, because it's like, I'm upgrading mine and you're getting my old one, which is an upgrade for you. And then fiance gets an upgrade, that means my dad gets an upgrade. Like, it's a whole thing, it's very nice. Rate the pizza. A good, like a 7.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Which PC do you recommend for Microsoft Flight Sim? Ooh, okay. You need something fairly bulky for that, just because there's a lot to render. A lot of info. Let me see if I can link you some stuff. Do you have a budget in mind? For Flight Sim, I would recommend something to the tune of this. Flight Sim 9950X 3D, or better yet, Threadripper. Yeah, you need a really good CPU. Let me see. What else? Download the page. Let me see what we got. A whole lot of kind of the same in a different case. Come on. Let me see. Yeah, honestly, I was like, that vision I linked you is probably your best bet. Thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yo, slide me a PC. I play on a Chromebook. I can't. You're over the internet. Be hard to slide that. Please don't spam. I can't just give you a PC. I'm sorry. No matter how depressing it is to be on a Chromebook. Yeah, when they need you back, the price is double. I'll be back. Thank you guys. You're very welcome. Yeah. It's gotta be Pirates. I don't know any other big chain that makes pizza this big.
Is it Pirates? Is it Pirates? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Alright. I knew I had a question with it. I knew I had it before.
What would you guys recommend for a streaming setup? I was looking at getting a 9950X 3D and a 5080. Whew, I mean, that would definitely get the job done. That's like a really beefy machine there.
That covers it.
But yeah, isn't Intel better for game streaming? Like 285K? Yeah, I would actually recommend that over it, just for the productivity of it. Intel does better on that. So if streaming in particular and like content creation is like your focus, yeah, I would definitely look at a 285K. Yeah. I was like, AMD does better maybe on just like, you know, pure gaming benchmarks, but productivity wise, Intel owns that. Some deals to be found, I bet, too, on those 285Ks, yeah. You lose half your cores as soon as you launch a game on 9950X 3D. True. Seeing my setup, would you agree that with my mom that I don't need anything else, I just want and want? Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But, who among us isn't like that?
Among Us.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, this is great, but if it had this. Man, I can't wait to not be at work tomorrow. You know why? I can see the sun. I can see my lawn. I am gonna mow the grass. Finally, after all that rain.
Nice.
They see me mowing. They hate me. Probably.
Depends
They
on
probably
the
are
time.
hating. I think I'm the only one with like an
How
actual
early in the morning?
10.
Okay, that's not bad.
Right? That's my argument. I was like, people get mad at 10. Like, I feel like that's...
That's
like,
a personal problem.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have a yard, man? No. I enjoy the act of taking care of a yard. It's not a huge yard, so that helps. I am the yard man. I can't wait for those Zen 612 core CCD. Ooh, yeah. I don't really know how streaming works, but if you get a 5080, shouldn't you choose GPU encoding? But to be honest, I don't know if it still uses the CPU. Yes and no. So there's a lot of different things happening during streaming, and yeah, obviously the GPU is going to be handling two things, which is going to be the streaming aspect of it, but also playing the game, which is why you do want, like, you know, a decent GPU. But it depends on what kind of resolution you want to stream at. You know what I mean? Most GPUs can handle streaming at 1080p while playing a game. Even like on the lower end stuff, like you're fine. But yeah, if you want to do like 4K streaming, bigger GPU. Bigger CPU also comes in handy because again, it's one of those things that's going to be handling a lot of the processes from your video game, and also a lot of the, well, quite literally the processes, the requests going to your computer when it comes to like stream requests. Another computer maker is saying RAM prices shot up 500% and will be adjusting pre-build prices middle of December. It's coming. Yeah, I'll get your builds in. Yeah. That's the thing, like when the price of like a component goes up and it costs more for a company to acquire it, yeah, it was like the thing that they then put it in will also go up, so it's a trickle-down effect in like the worst way. Trickle up. I don't know, everything getting worse. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy how it never works in the other direction.
Yeah. You want newer GPU encoding for AV1. 5080 gets smacked pretty hard at 1440p streaming too, yeah. So let's say, where can you even stream over 1080p but forgot YouTube exists? Yeah. %? Yeah. I don't know if it's 500%, but I mean, like, at least doubled. Oh, buy your NVMe now. Those prices going up too. Yeah, storage is also going to be going up soon. Luckily, I did buy like a 2 terabyte a little while ago, so.
I should have kept that 4 terabyte. That that test of morality.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really bad time for me to be like, because again, I can get by without the RAM, right? But I'm going back into like physical media, but also that means I'm going to be digitalizing a lot of stuff, like getting a digital backup for a lot of things. And I was also going to start archiving like a bunch of old family photos and junk. And I'm like, man, this would have been the time. On the plus side, hard disk drives might actually like totally drop because they'll become irrelevant, and I could probably scoop up a really, really big hard disk drive. A couple of them, get like a RAID array with some parity going on. You could make a NAS. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. Twitch has it open to some streamers. Oh, yeah.
Alright, folks. This is done. It is finished. It is complete.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Ooh, it's pretty. That's very, very good looking machine. Alright, this PC is done. This is going to go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers that you need out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and we're good to go. We're also going to stress test this. Make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. Woo! Random clapping. And hydrating. To you. So enjoy it, and thank you so much for ordering with us. Lovely PC. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Nobody can even see us behind the PC.
I know.
That's funny.
Very nice, very nice.
Seen a Juan featured TikTok ad yesterday. Yeah, that one's old.
Oh, man.
Deeply
They pulled
old.
out the archive for that one.
Yeah. Dang, that was fast. Yeah. What can I say? The man builds. Alright, let's queue up our next one.
Joker?
Joker, are you still here in the chat? I know you said that you were going to come back later, so I'm just going to check. Because if you're around, we can start yours next, or we'll do yours after. I am? Okay, awesome. You want us to do yours now? I was trying to like prioritize who's in the chat. Alright. But I can come back. Okay. Well, whatever you prefer. It's like now or later. Running out of daylight on the East Coast. I gotcha. Well, let's do yours next.
Joker?
Yeah. Whew, yeah, I'm telling you, man, those days are getting dark soon. Even down here in Southern California. By the time I get out of work now at 4:30, it's getting dark. I'm not doing well with it. Soon though, soon the solstice. And we'll start going the other way. Where can I get a quote? Head on over to skytechgaming.com. Oh yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Nice. Have you put up Christmas lights? Ooh, great question. I have not yet. I wanted to give Thanksgiving its moment, you know. But I was gonna ask my dad to help me tomorrow putting up the Christmas lights after dinner, but forgot to ask him, so I don't think he brought his ladder. Yeah. But yes, presumably this weekend I will have my Christmas lights up. Ooh. I've been very excited, but patiently waiting. Oh, does it say 100? Whoop. That's so funny, because I did that on 2 of them. And I corrected the other one, but not this one. Yeah. GPU name is missing. Couldn't see what it is, except it's a Gigabyte. Oh, you know, it's probably too long. Hold on. Sometimes I have to cut these up a little bit. We know this is DDR5, so I'll delete that. Let's see. Okay. We know... So, we know it's an ASUS. It's a ROG Strix. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to make it all fit on that little ticker tape. I love the Strixes. The Strixes, or do you think Strix is just plural by itself?
The Strux.
I definitely think it's that.
That's awesome.
It always comes in pairs. No, maybe not. Okay, wow. I almost never sneeze once. How come y'all don't offer streamer cables in the custom building? Just too much of a pain to have to deal with. And it's another thing to troubleshoot.
Yeah, another point of failure.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so funny. When I was painting the office, we started moving, like, you know, everything out and all this kind of stuff. And the cat came in there. And I was like, oh, look, he's the cat. He's, like, upset. He's wondering what's happening to his room because he loves to be in there. And as I'm saying that, he looks at me, he meows. Like a very, like, upset, like, meow. And then he's walking around the room and he's just, like, meowing. And it's, like, so obvious. He's just like, what are you doing to my room? Like, put it back.
Put it back.
It's very funny.
Did he like the color?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I didn't like painting it in there though because, like, you know, when you're trying to, like, tape the, like, trim, you know, so that it doesn't, like, get the paint on the little, you know, what's the word, baseboard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be, like, trying to, you know, measure it and do it nice and smooth, and then you'd drop the tape and it would go onto the carpet, and then, like, cat hair that you didn't even notice was there is like, whoop. It's like, cool, I have to just throw this whole thing away now. Love it. So you guys want to recommend a 5080 for streaming? Which would you recommend? I mean, it was like 5080s, yeah, really great for streaming. But again, depends on your budget and depends on what you're looking to stream. Like, which game is the game, like, pretty GPU intensive? Definitely make, you know, room for that. And then the resolution that you want to stream at. But yeah, 5080 would be totally fine. But by the way, I bought my brother for Xmas that Grogu Lego you have in the back because I keep seeing it on stream and always thought he'd love it. Oh, nice! That's nice. Oh, I hope he enjoys it. No stuff good for streaming. Only the 5090 tops it. True. Man, I'm telling you. You know I always talk about Aldi on here? There's like a reason, man. When I went into the Albertsons to get like a turkey, like I've never been to that grocery store, so I had a hard time, you know, figuring out where everything was. But the amount of things I passed and was like, whoa, hold up, pumpkin pie ice cream? Well, hold up, they got like a dill pickle flaming hot Cheeto? Like, and I was like, yeah, I can never go to regular grocery stores. Like, it's just full of temptation. Like, here's a horrible thing for you that looks really yummy. They got me for that. Which I use for CPU and GPU at a $1,500 budget. Ooh, $1,500's interesting. Let me think. Did you already do Cody's build? No. Cody's build hasn't been done yet. It's on the docket. We've only done Finance Geek so far. And then now we're doing Jokers. What are they laughing at? I don't know. Yeah, it's very loud. I don't think they realize that they can be heard on stream. Let's see. But yeah, for $1,500, I would say... Ooh, that's kind of tough. Let me see. Let me see what we got on our website at that price point, because I know we got stuff. But prices have been fluctuating a lot on hardware, so gotta remember what's in that price range. At around 1,500, yeah, it's like maybe like 7600X, 5070, or 9060 XT, 16 gigabyte as a GPU, and 245K from Intel, or a 7600X. But yeah, it was like, you're basically looking at 5070, 9060 XT, 16 gigs is what I'd recommend as far as GPU go. But yeah. One laugh in the background is hilarious, yeah. I'm currently running a 4070. Is that okay for streaming? Yeah, 4070 is fine. Still a good card. I love this case. It's a very popular one for a good reason. Okay, perfect. Yeah. The other day, I saw a Nutella ice cream. It's probably 10,000 calories, but it's so good. It has chocolate ice cream with like a layer of top, mid, and bottom of what I thought at first it was chocolate, but then it melts in your mouth and it's actually frozen Nutella. Just amazing. Oh, that does sound good.
Ooh.
I really like when they do like peanut butter swirls through an ice cream, and it's like a hard, ribbon of it going through it, and then when you get it in your mouth, it slowly melts, and then it's like, oh, peanut butter, it's the best thing ever. So that sounds yummy. So it's normal for gamers to want more stuff? Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're probably one of the ooh, gimme-ist people out there. Otherwise they wouldn't be able to sell you on things like Overwatch 2 or Switch 2. But here we go, One of my favorite things about the gaming community is how much people will complain about something and be like, we're not gonna support this, and then it sells like crazy, and it's just
no backbone.
the internet hullabaloo is always way bigger than what you think would actually be, and then everyone just buys it anyway. There's a power spec for 1400 with a 7600 X3D and a 5070. Should I just go for that because of the RAM pricing? It has 32 gigabytes and 2 terabyte SSD. Yeah, that sounds awesome actually. That sounds like a pretty good combo right there. Make sure it's in a good airflow case though. For people asking for streaming, even a 4060, 5060 are good for 1080p streaming. I don't know much more though. Yeah. Yeah, 1080p streaming's pretty within reach for most people, depending on the game, obviously, but it's very doable. It's just that when you want to, do fancier stuff, that's where it gets hard. Are you guys planning to add the 7500 X3D to one of your pre-builds? No, not that I'm aware of. I haven't even seen that chip, so if it hasn't passed through me, it's probably not going into our builds. Are you gonna make a time-lapse video of your office reno? I should. I kind of wish I had taken a photo of it before it was painted, but it quite literally was also the room I would put boxes of stuff that I didn't have places to unpack it yet, because I knew we needed to get more storage, shelves and junk. So the office wasn't that impressive to begin with. It was kind of where I put my computer. So I wasn't able to get a good photo of it before when it was just white walls. But yeah, now it's all blue. It's such a vibe though. Remember how I was totally into the really dark green that we did in the other room? Mm-hmm. This makes me hate the dark green. I'm blue. Blue is always the correct one. I don't hate it, but you know what I mean? But I was you're the new favorite child, yeah. Mm. Are those China exclusive chips? Yeah, I was wondering, because I hadn't heard of that at all, so I figured it was probably exclusive to something or other. I saw some French PC shops added to their pre-builds. Already seems to be a good, cheap X3D. Mm. Yeah, it might just be something that's easier to get outside of the US. Micro Center exclusive in the US. Ooh, okay, yeah. But yeah, if it's a Micro Center exclusive, we're not going to get it. It's exclusive to Micro Center. Surprisingly, to some of you maybe, they're rather large facilities. Not as micro of a center as they claim to be. Or there's another species more advanced than humans. Oh man. That'd probably be pretty cool, because like, they probably have a lot of stuff figured out by now, you know? It'd be pretty dope. And like, probably like cooler modes of transportation. Like robot horses, but like not. Because like, they probably don't know what horses are. What CPUs can be exclusive to a store? There's only 30 locations in the US. That's micro. That is true. That is the micro thing about it. The distribution of them. Yeah. Man, you want to know what my Today I Learned thing was today?
What'd you learn?
Today I learned that vanilla, it's an orchid. It comes from an orchid.
Oh.
Yeah, so like vanilla bean, it's not a bean. It's just that the pod that it makes, where it, because it's its seeds. That's what the vanilla is. So the pod that it makes that like has all of its seeds in it, and they're like really tiny. So you know when you have like vanilla bean ice cream that has little black spots in it?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the seeds.
Oh.
Right? But the pod itself looks like a bean, like a green bean, like a really big green bean. It takes 9 months to gestate, just like a baby.
Just
Yeah.
like a baby.
That just like blew my mind though when I learned that. I was like, what? How far in the future will it be possible to have full-blown conversations with a person from a video? Like a person that's not real? Like, because I was like, I feel like they're doing that now with AI, where you can like like talk to a chat bot. But yeah. Was AMD even thinking, hey, let's launch a CPU exclusive at 30 stores, very low inventory? Yeah. And I mean, if they work out a deal with AMD, then it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You make this exclusive chip so that you don't have to make too many of them. It sends people to our store to get them, and then they also buy more AMD hardware for it, yeah, etc. Oh, you saw that reel about the lady talking about vanilla? I didn't. No, actually, I was actually on like a website learning about orchids. But that is funny. I didn't realize that there was also someone making the rounds like that. No, I watched like a 35-minute video last night about how to breed orchids, and it all just kind of spiraled from there. Do you ever like watch a video being like, okay, I'm curious how this works, and you're figuring it's gonna be like a semi kind of boring video, but like you're gonna get the information you want? But do you ever get like pleasantly surprised because it's like, oh no, this person really knows what they're talking about, and they go like really in depth, and like, you know, you're just like, oh, this was actually super, super interesting. This isn't just some guy, you know, being like, yeah, I do this sometimes. Anyways, you know, like, it's like, holy crud. Yeah. That's like the most pleasant surprise when you start watching a video like, oh, this is an interesting topic, and then you're like, oh, no, this is fascinating. Whoa. Like, say you live stream, and on the vodcast, we can talk in real time through the VOD playback. Oh, I feel like that's probably not too far off. I feel like it's just something that people need to make because there's a need for it, you know? Or, you know, vice versa. That's all Buildzoid videos. Let me do a deep dive into these Mobos. Yeah. Hello, I have 13k TikTok followers and my videos average around 45k views. Are you interested in a collab? I'd love to showcase or give away one of your PCs. You're open to sending them. Go to our website, skytechgaming.com, and hit up, was it customer service? Affiliates? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, probably affiliates. I don't think customer
hit up the
service.
affiliates and all that. And somebody in marketing will get in contact if they're interested in working with you. Yeah. Have you heard of deepfakes? Oh, I think everyone's heard of deepfakes. Very sad because it's under 300 euros, 350 here, and it's a good deal if you want that 3D V-Cache for cheap on AM5. It's perfect. Yeah. No, I mean, the 7600 X3 was like a really in-demand chip, but yeah, just limited supply. Limited supply and exclusivity. Mm-hmm. Thank you. My team will be reaching out soon. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, dude, vanilla. Crazy.
No.
Blew my mind. Hey, you know what? Actually, spreading those seeds out on the lawn before all the big rain works, because in none of the places I needed it to, but in other places, it did sprout. I was like, yo. It's crazy. I thought it'd be way too cold for it, but. I'm back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
My grass seeds and the turtle pen isn't growing. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, growing grass is harder than I expected. It's easy though if you have Bermuda.
Is that the invasive one?
It's the one that's basically like a weed, yeah.
Oof.
I know, but man, if I could just concrete the entire edges of my, like, lawn, oh, I would go so into Bermuda. It's like, oh, you made a hole in it? Whatever, it'll take care of it. And it fixes itself. Sorry, I was running out of daylight for splitting wood. Yeah, it's all good. No worries. Did y'all get end of the year bonuses?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you kind of gotta get to the end of the year to figure out. Looking awesome so far. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we got in this little home. From here, it's all the big components. I almost said components. Components. Power supply. Cable management, cool stuff like that. End of year bonus, a 128 gigabyte kit of RAM.
It's a pretty good
Yeah.
bonus.
It definitely wouldn't be that. Oh yeah. Seasonic Focus. Yeah, Seasonic is basically considered like the best in the industry for power supplies.
Oh yeah.
Very reliable, very strong.
Strong like oak.
They also have these like really nice like braided cables. It's nice.
I always started getting white ones.
Oh, yeah, feels good on the hand.
Sure.
Would you rather have a one-way time travel ticket to any destination or a one-way trip to Mars from Elon Musk? Oh, time travel, no doubt.
Yeah, I'll take the time travel.
Yeah. One way though, that's tough. I don't. I think I time it just right to where like when houses were like affordable, you know.
Yeah, I go to 2019.
Like, when could you buy a house in Palos Verdes for like $80K? Xmas bonus got pushed to March 2026. Didn't even know they could do that.
Jesus.
Still not as mad as the GTA 6 oh, well, that's understandable. Yeah. I mean, like, a bonus is money, but GTA 6 is GTA 6. You can't buy it, you know what I mean? Until it comes out. Yeah, the GTA keep moving the goalposts. It's getting old. It's been 84 years, yeah. Especially because, like, I'm certain that they have the story mode complete. Just release the game and then be like, online is coming in a few months, or, you know, in a year even. People will still buy the game. I just want to play the story. Planning to build a PC. Can you recommend some second PC site for GPU targeting for the RTX 4060 or RX 6600? I am pairing it with Ryzen 5600. Okay, hold on. Can you recommend some second PC site for GPU? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. What do you mean by second PC site?
Like used parts or?
Yeah. Yeah, Newegg. Yeah, if you're looking for like websites, Newegg's good for that. eBay, but definitely read the listing. Sometimes we'll sell like, you know, old broken parts as is, and like people buy them and be like, I didn't know it didn't work, and it's like it says broken as is, and it was $70. I meant secondhand and used. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's like Newegg, eBay, maybe Amazon too, but obviously you take your chances with all those. Facebook Marketplace. They did that with GTA 5 and no one complained. It was actually nice having the hidden character until the reveal. Yeah. I agree, but then I think of Borderlands 4 missteps and understand they want to get it right before release. True. Even so, though, I'm always saying, like, gamers, I was like, we get mad about a lot of stuff, but we're also incredibly forgiving. Like, not intentionally, and we'd never admit it. But, like, games that launched totally broken, once they got fixed, everyone's like, oh, okay, actually, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Are all Corsair PSUs worth buying? I don't know, I haven't actually tested any of theirs. So, couldn't really say. Also, the hype is the biggest hype any game ever had. I don't even think Minecraft 2 could have hype like this. If they don't make it perfect, it would ruin the franchise. Yes and no. I mean, like, yeah, it's super hyped, and yeah, I think it'd get like a lot of backlash from that. But if it was like a meh installment, if it was like the GTA 4 of this, you know, cycle, where it's like, it's good, but, you know, I still think that they would have no problem pushing, you know, 7 eventually. But I don't know, Rockstar does really good stuff. That's the thing. It would be hard for them to do it wrong. Have a Corsair 850 watt, is it good? I don't know. Like, probably, but yeah, I couldn't say. I just have no experience with them.
So it's hard to say because some PSUs at different tiers are made by different OEMs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like all Corsair are good or bad. You have to go by specific models. I would consult the tier list.
Yeah. Like, at one point we had, this is back when Deep Cool was a thing, we had Deep Cool power supplies that were actually made by Seasonic. So those ones were really good. I built my new PC yesterday, first one I built myself too. Hey, heck yeah.
Nice.
Congrats. I'm guessing everything turned on, posted, everything fine? You didn't plug the HDMI into the motherboard, did you? Yeah. Easy beginner's mistake. If I didn't select that I wanted my PC built on stream originally, is it too late to have it built on stream? For this stream, yes. If anything, like if yours hadn't been built yet, which there's a chance that it was already, but if it hasn't been built yet, they can move it to the next stream, which at this point would be Wednesday, because of the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, first try. Heck yeah. CST by trade, so if it didn't work, the schooling failed me. Hey man, I mean, I work with PCs all the time, and sometimes I'll turn them on and be like, what's up? Oh yeah, I didn't actually plug the CPU, pin in. Sometimes you can, what's the word? Brain fart on things.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that. Sometimes though, I think that's like a symptom of building too much though, where you're like, you're just like, oh yeah, autopilot kind of. What do y'all do with the old PCs like AM4 and old Intel? We still sell some AM4. Most of the time we just don't have them anymore because, we sell them when they get kind of, close to end of life. So we try not to hold on to like really old hardware. Just the wrong person to say GTA 4 was meh. I consider it one of the best GTAs, only beaten by GTA 5. On par with San Andreas. Okay. Yeah, I guess to be fair, I never finished 4. I got pretty far into it though. I think my qualm was that I just don't like Liberty City as much. Yeah, it's too much city for me, So I think it was mostly just the map for me. But yeah, San Andreas is like my favorite. Beautiful, yeah. Looking amazing, guys. We're super surprised by y'all building this today. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I was like, we got a lot of requests in, but we're taking care of them. Now we can enjoy a nice Thanksgiving, and then we'll be back next week. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, because we're going to have the same thing happen with, I almost said Halloween, Christmas. Where we're going to have Wednesday, Thursday is Christmas, and then Friday.
Thursday is Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What the heck? 2 times in a row?
Well, at least next year.
I'm pretty sure at least. Hold on, let me see. Boop. Yeah, Thursday. So 24th is a Wednesday, 26th is Friday. That also means that New Year's Eve is going to be on a Wednesday.
Oh my god.
What? Which means the day that we get off, which is the 1st, is Thursday, and then we come back to work on the 2nd. Woo! For one day. Yeah, the calendar was just not doing great this year.
Right.
It's the ASUS X870 motherboard, 9800X3D, 32GB RIP joysticks, and I have the new GPU coming in. Switching to AMD with the 9070 XT. You guys have tips on wire management? I suck at it. The main thing is that if you want it to look good, most people are just going to be seeing what's happening in the front, not necessarily the back. So what you want to do is you want to pull those cables taut without like pulling them out of their header. But you want to make sure that they don't have like a ton of slack hanging out. You want it to be kind of tight. And just zip tie that to some kind of tie off in the back and make sure that that looks all nice and tight. You want like usually a couple different channels to run cables down. If you do what I like to call the mermaid tail, which one has to sometimes, where it like all becomes one giant path, it gets really thick, and depending on the case, it can be really hard to like shut the back panel on that. So use one's best discretion. But yeah, pulling them taut makes it look like, ooh, you did your cable management. And it can look like crap in the back. No one would know. This looks beautiful. Thank you. Maybe I should play Cyberpunk. I know, right? I remember that was like, oh gosh, it's broken. And now people love Cyberpunk. What's up, Seneca? How you doing?
Yo.
I see your point, but for me, the story was very different from the other GTAs, and I loved it. Yeah, totally fair. You're in for a ride, play the DLC too. Very nice, yeah. Are you streaming Black Friday? No. So we're not gonna stream Black Friday. We'll figure out what happens around Christmas, so keep that one on, dog-eared, but yeah, so I guess that means that we'll see you guys again in December. What? Oh my gosh, the year's going by so fast. Ooh. many days do you get off for Christmas? Christmas! That's it, yeah. We get 24th, 25th, and 26th free. Ooh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah, back when you, like, if you were in school, you would usually get, like, that week off, but, nah. The work week waits for nothing. In some jobs, you're lucky if you even get that day off. It's not on Steam sale. Wait for that. Smart. Always wait for the Steam sale. Unless it's a brand new game. Oh, for just 6 vacation days, I can have no work from December 19th to January 7th. Dreaming. Luckily, my coworker suggested the Height Y70. Oh yeah, it's a very popular case. Especially if it's a new game, wait for Steam sale. Yeah, if you can wait for the Steam sale, definitely do. But you know how sometimes like a new game drops and you want it so bad and you end up paying $70 for it and you're like, I guess this is my life now. I have a desk that lowers and raises, and I have the spine style cable management system. I think I have to get another one now because the cable areas are maxed out. I can't imagine with this. Yeah. That's pretty cool though, spine style cable management. Yeah, that's sick. But yeah, I was like, you're gonna have to redo a little bit of cable management for the old desk. That's part of it. I never paid $70 for a game. Oh, I have. Paid $70 for Final Fantasy Tactics Collector's Edition, yeah. Everyone's got their one game that it's like, yeah, I can't wait for this. I'm actually hoping by the time I'm able to buy the new Pokemon Legends game, it will actually be on discount. Not likely, because again, it's Nintendo, but fingers crossed. Isn't Final Fantasy Tactics just a remake of the GBA game? Yeah, but what a GBA game. I have the 4070 Ti now, and was told there is upgrades to the monitor cables now with 5080. Yeah, yes and no. It's basically the same thing. I wouldn't worry about it. If yours isn't giving you any trouble, it's not going to start. I'm a good sheep and buy FIFA full price every year. We all have our vices. And yeah, if you like sports games, it's tough to make that decision of like, do I buy, do I wait? No, it's a remake of the PS1 game, my favorite game of all time. Oh yeah, it was PS1. I'm thinking, was it Chronicle? Not Chronicles. I'm thinking of Advanced Tactics, maybe? I don't know. I had one on GBA. But yeah, dude, sometimes an old game you like just hits different. Like, even with all the like leaps in technology that we made, even how like bigger and technically richer games are these days, like sometimes going back to a game that you used to love is just like magic. I don't know, even yesterday Angel like set up Mario Kart out here, like N64 Mario Kart. And oh my gosh, I did one race and I was like, oh yeah. I was alive. It like put me right back into that like, you know, mindset of like, oh, back in the day playing this. You can still run HDMI, but if you ever want a high refresh rate monitor, you'll need to use a DisplayPort cable. Yeah, DisplayPort is technically better than HDMI. I just played Golden Sun on the GPA. Great game, yeah. There were some incredible, like, bangers of games on the GBA. Game Boy Advance was really just, like, peak. And I say that as somebody who started on the Game Boy, so, like, you know, the Game Boy Color. So it isn't just my, like, childhood nostalgia. That was when I think we peaked as a society. GBA was great. DS was also great. DS was good. It took like a second for it to kind of hit its stride, you know? Like, you had like Nintendogs and like, okay, it's fun, I can pet them. You had WarioWare, which was fun. Like, yeah, I can, you know, pluck the nose hair, cut the log in half. Like, okay, we're doing things with a stylus. But yeah, no, it came into its own, for real. I gotta give it to Nintendo. They were always pretty, like, innovative with, like, ways to game. I mean, like, the Wiimote, the stylus, the 3DS, that was cool for 10 minutes, and then everyone turned it off. Most of the real bangers for GBA were released when the DS was already out. True, yeah. What if there was a nostalgia trip pill that takes you on random trips? I mean, it'd always be cool to actually go back and, like, experience, like, a memory. But I don't know if I like the idea of it being a pill, because I feel like then I don't have control, and it could be like, hey, let's take you to something dark. And it's like, no, I want to go back to Disneyland. Would you say it's hard to build a PC? It's very hard if you don't do enough research. You know what I mean? If you follow some guides, if you watch a few videos, if you understand where things need to go and why, it's not difficult. It's basically just putting things together. It's like building IKEA furniture in that regard. But if you don't do research, if you don't, like, you know, follow a guide, if you don't really know what you're doing, it's very hard. Mainly because you could just break something, and components do be expensive. But for the most part, yeah, it's like once you know what you're doing, or like, you know, how things work, where things are supposed to go, or you follow a good guide, it's not difficult. 3DS2 had a very rough start, but when they realized no one cared about 3D and started making games with the gimmick, it had success, yeah. Then it basically just became like DS Plus. Hey, what's up, Posh? How are you doing?
Yeah.
They had a pill that shows people their memories in Watchmen. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is like curious about that, because I think it would be really cool to be able to just like step back in time for like a minute, you know, even. But yeah, there's like stuff that I don't want to revisit necessarily. Switch is just too big for just playing on the train without shame. Yeah, I could see that. It's a little chonky. I did love though how it was basically console, like, you know, level. We can argue that till the cows come home. On a handheld though, that was like mind blowing to me. It had success, especially when they released the 2DS. Yeah, the toast. Looked like a little piece of toast. That was a great move by them. To basically just be like, hey, we can make this cheaper by changing the, you know, the chassis a bit, and, you know, eliminate the 3D feature, and appeal to a market that is just out of budget for like our other one. So smart. And also, like, kind of great to give a bit of a break to, like, especially parents, you know? You know, kid wants a thing, but thing is expensive. Well, here's a slightly cheaper version of it. Puts it into play. Thank you for answering. You're very welcome. I just got an Xbox Ally X. I'll play on it on the plane and train without a single drop of shame. Yeah.
I think it's huge, too.
Mm-hmm. Like mobile gaming especially, and not like mobile as in like on your phone, but I mean maybe that's how like the new generation looks at it, but mobile gaming was always so dope, because I remember like going on camping trips and here I am in the tent on the Game Boy playing Pokemon, you know, like just absolutely living life out in the great outdoors playing Pokemon. I saw this movie where a group of college kids was looking for a high. They found these pills that they had to take every 7 hours to stay alive. Oh, that sounds terrifying. That's why you don't get involved with that. I'm so sorry. I asked about the 4070 for streaming and then got a phone call. Could you circle back on that? Oh, yeah. 4070 is fine for streaming, especially like 1080p. Yeah, I shouldn't have any issue. Let me see if I can go back and find the original comments. Oof, yeah, that was a while back. I don't know if I can find it. But yeah, no, that's totally okay for streaming. You should be totally fine. I stream still on my 6750 XT, so yeah. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, no worries. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. No one. Chicken wings are not Thanksgiving. What's up, Cappy?
What up, what up?
It's huge and heavy, but I play Elden Ring on it at stable 40 FPS, so I really don't mind. Yeah, fair. You too can bring a UPS with you camping to keep your Switch charged. Yeah, long gone are the days of like being able to get through an entire camping trip on a battery charge. Or better yet, just being like, these batteries are dead. And then you had like the giant box of batteries from like Costco. I had the Sega Genesis Game Gear for maybe 2 weeks, and it was in my backpack and fell out the minivan door when we stopped at a gas station. Oh no! That sucks. I'm so sorry. Are you guys dealing with RAM prices too? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's affecting the whole industry. No real way around it. Besides buying up RAM ahead of high prices just to make sure they can give the best prices possible at the moment, yeah. Which also means that scarcity. So, ironically, doing that is also probably making it much worse. I'm deep frying a turkey breast tomorrow. Ooh, okay, deep frying a turkey breast sounds like a good idea. Like, that sounds manageable. That doesn't sound like all those videos of people deep frying a turkey and they set their house on fire. SIs, system integrators, which is like technically what we are. Sounds like being old. That's so true. Need to make a RAM factory. Yeah, that's why I don't believe whenever people are like, oh no, it's gonna be like this forever. And I'm like, I don't think that's how business works. Like, because wouldn't just somebody else come into the game? I mean, it takes a couple years, obviously, for something like that to get started, but I mean, if you're saying it's forever gonna be an issue, somebody will probably take that bet. Usually I deep fry the whole one. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's all those videos out there of people putting in a not entirely defrosted turkey into a big pot and the oil overflows and the whole thing goes on fire. But I've always wondered, like, when you do it right, I bet you it tastes real good.
So what exactly goes wrong?
Okay, so you know how oil is, like, hydrophobic?
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't want to touch water, it goes away from it. So when you put the turkey in and it's like not thawed all the way, it's got the ice, it's got water in it. So basically the oil is like, so it goes up and out. Also sometimes it's just not the right amount of oil, and so when they put it in, they don't understand that volume changes. So the oil basically comes out over the top of the pot, pours down into the burner, and what happens when fire meets oil?
Oh.
It ignites, yeah. Which usually causes them to panic, so then they drop the whole turkey in, which makes it splash more, which is how you get, like, the, funnel of death. Yeah. Just make more RAM, shaking my head. I mean, some people are just not safe, yeah, totally. Fried turkey is delicious. I bet, like, it sounds so good. One year I'll try that. AI companies are buying up all the RAM possible. True. Sometimes people put too much oil. Yeah. It's like when you see people like, oh, oil fire, so they pour water on it, and then it just goes, yeah. Basic chemistry, folks, it's important. It's not hydrophobic, it's the water turns into steam and makes the oil boil over. Oh, is that what's happening? Oh, okay. Because I figure, like, the way that oil separates from water whenever you, like, put it together. But that would make sense. Also, if RAM is too expensive for you, just download some. Do not do that. That is how you get a virus. And it doesn't work. Ham's already at 300% pricing. It's going to get worse. Oh, it's definitely going to get worse, I'm sure. If turkey was so good, people would eat it outside of Thanksgiving. Hot take. I mean, you're not wrong, but they do eat it also at Christmas. Why is Christmas just Thanksgiving again? That's the real question. I'm demanding that we as a species confront this. When are we going to define a Christmas dinner that is its own identity?
Alright, folks. This build is done. It is finished. It is complete.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, looking good in the neighborhood. Applebee's. Very nice, very nice. Alright, this PC is done. It's gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers it needs out of the box. It's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and you're good to go. We are also going to stress test this. Make sure these components work and work under load. And when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Joker Stream, and thank you so much for ordering with us.
Thank you, thank you.
Lovely PC. Yeah. And thanks again for coming back to Skytech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
appreciate it.
We love a repeat customer.
Yeah, yeah.
Hope you enjoy.
We'll be here for the next one, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, you know, a while from now when this one's obsolete. But yeah, yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, let's tee up the next build. Oh, yeah. Alright. Cody, I saw you bopped in here for a moment. Cody, if you're around, you're gonna be next. Yeah, this would last at least 6 months. That's the spirit. Yeah. Tell Juan to ask the boss to buy a Neo robot to help him. Yeah, don't give the boss any ideas. Yeah. Like Coca-Cola and ice or Mentos. Yeah, something kind of like that. We go back to DDR4. That's still cheap. Unfortunately, DDR4 is not cheap anymore. DDR4 is also going up in price, which is ridiculous. But hey, DDR3 is looking real nice right now. Have ham for Christmas, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like maybe ham. Maybe it's just because I also associate ham with Easter, but like, man, it's just because like what my family did. But I've been trying to like soft launch that Christmas is a time for duck. But I gotta figure like fixings to go with that aren't also just like, you know, beating the dead horse of Thanksgiving. It's gotta be its own thing. We're having ham and turkey for Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's true. If you got like a big family, you usually do ham also. I'm not the biggest fan of ham, but there was one Easter where I don't know what it was that they brought, but it had some kind of like glaze on the outside that was sweet. I think it was like brown sugar. And I remember I just like stood there with it and like peeled off like, you know, a layer and ate it and was just like so good. And I just kept doing it. Like, I didn't get a plate. I just had to stand there and like shovel it into my mouth. It was so good. I've never had ham that good again. As a 9800X3D and 5080 owner, I can also vouch you can run Minecraft. True. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm here. Okay, heck yeah. Yeah, you are next. Windows 11 won't support any DDR3 systems. That is very true. And also, none of the CPUs you'd want to be running today do either, so... yeah. Right, I'm literally looking at DDR4 RAM and holy crap. Yeah, it's... like I said, if you got RAM right now in your machine, just hold on to it. Hope it doesn't go bad, and yeah. Pray for sunlight. What about DeepSeek while streaming in the Unreal Engine during Sharp D model building? Man, okay, like, C# is cool and all that, but Sharp D would actually be way cool. As like a name. Yeah, I code that. DDR3 is even more expensive because no one produces it anymore. That's very true. Spiral ham? It might have been a spiral ham, yeah, because I remember it was like, yeah, peeling it. Oh man, that was good. I'm going to find that. For Easter this year, I'm going to do a spiral ham. I'm learning to cook all the big family meals because one day I might have a big family. Or just, you know, a regular one. I swapped the 5060 Ti with the 5070 Ti. Nice. Okay, yeah. Christmas is for ham. Okay. A lot of ham believers. Now, I've long said that what I think it needs to be is a Christmas goose, but nobody sells goose. And I say this completely just because of A Christmas Carol. Goose. For Christmas, we usually just go with cold cuts, bread, eggs, fish, and some spreads for the bread. I feel like that's not enough food. Maybe it probably is, I don't know. Maybe this is like just the American in me being like, but where's all of the other giant food? They're having a blast in the background. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but they're having the best day of their lives. Look up refurbished office machines. Those got 32 gigabytes of DDR4, like around 500. True, yeah. Yeah, now's a great time to go dumpster diving by offices. And also then shame them for like throwing away, like, you know, electronic waste. Bad. Not properly disposing of it. Also for Easter, we also go for the same on Easter. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I'm done with these repeat meals. Like, every holiday distinct meal. Halloween has chili. Thus saith I, because I'm decreeing it. That's a chili holiday. Thanksgiving, we all know. Christmas, gotta define that one a bit more. Easter, you know, for Easter though, my family would also do chili relleno casserole.
Oh.
And it was so good, man. Oh, man. So ham and chili relleno casserole is what I require. Because you eat like a brunch. You know? I'll say it again. AliExpress has good DDR4 prices too. Pro tip.
Bless you.
We just have a lot of it. It just told me. I missed what you said. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. I don't think I got the correction on time for the paper, but I think I got it here. It's definitely a 5070 Ti. Yeah, some of those like last minute changes after the order's made don't make it to me, but they still make it here. Hey guys, I am looking for a liquid cooler. Does Skytech have their own brand? No, we usually pair with like a with an OEM manufacturer. So when we have like stuff that's branded, it's usually from another company. So like CoolerMaster or Cooler One or Montech. So no, not any proprietary AIO. If you're looking for some suggestions though, I test a few of them. What are you doing for Mary's Ascension and St. Joseph's Day? I don't even know when those are. Don't forget about the tariffs on overseas shipments now. It's not so cheap anymore. True. And yes, those are holidays where we don't work. Oh. Well, that's Europe. Y'all get like vacations there, like legit ones. Jumping back over to YouTube. We have ham and turkey for Thanksgiving. Yeah. My mom put the marinade, the ham and Coke, pineapples, and cherries overnight, and put it in the oven at 2 a.m. till 12. Nice. That's a very interesting marinade. I'm sure it comes out real good, though. Sounds like she knows what she's doing. Might be able to cook a turkey on some of those video cards that run hot, for real. I mean, we did do a video where we tried to cool a CPU with a Pepsi. It almost worked. Need to mix it up spaghetti and meatballs for Thanksgiving this next year. Yeah, maybe so. You know what I've also done for Christmas one year? I did eggplant parmesan, and we just did Italian, and that's pretty dope. Gold mine, glad I found this. ASUS B860, nice selection. 70 Ti, a bit overkill. Not necessarily. Depends on what you're doing. To Ultra with AI technology, nice. 32 gigs, DDR5, I imagine. Yep. Why does any person need more than 2 terabytes of storage? Bruh, games these days, they'd be like 110 gigs each. It's pretty quick to fill up 1 terabyte these days. Why is she talking about food? Because we got on the topic. I don't know, man. I just talk about what's in the chat. Why is there no more videos? What videos? MSI 57 are very good, a bit pricey, but worth it. Generally, it's like 500 watt requirement. 2 terabyte is nothing. I use that up on YouTube videos. Yeah. Bro, look at his mustache. That is epic going on. He has a pretty good mustache, yeah.
Thank you.
Is it Coke marinade or Coke? For sure, cola. I love how COD failed this year. How'd they fail? They would have ballooned that file size to 800 gigabytes. Oh my gosh, imagine. I don't want to imagine, actually. That's like nightmare fuel. Especially because, like, what is it? We bought, like... My fiance bought a laptop in the year 2017. It was $700. It wasn't like a gaming one or anything. It was just like, you know, here's a little work laptop. In the year 2017, it had 175 gigabyte drive in it. $700.
Damn.
That thing filled up so quick. You can't put anything on that laptop. Also, now it's really slow because it was from 2017. I normally make stuffed peppers on Christmas. Ooh, okay, yeah. Couldn't even get half of Battlefield 6 active players on launch. That's true, but Battlefield 6 had a lot of active players, so that's probably why. $175 gigabytes, that's basically the operating system, I know, right? It was horrible. Just constantly having to delete stuff on that so you could make even just like documents. Yeah, but usually on launch, even bad games get a lot of active players, and COD just doesn't have it anymore. True. I do think sometimes it depends on the kind of game and the kind of audience. Because, like, for me, I'm not going to play a game on launch because I ain't got enough time during the week. You'll see me on the weekend. Like, but, yeah, for certain games like that, it really is just all about player count, especially at launch. Because shooters especially, it's usually very active, on all the time kind of gamers. Windows get so many errors when the C is full. Yeah, for real. Disk swapping when your drive is full. Hello, crashes. But it's on Steam. I bet a lot of people got the PC Game Pass to play for free. True, and I do wonder if it's like, if you're looking at certain kinds of audiences, especially for shooters, is Steam really like the #1 place where they're getting most of their players from? Because I think shooters usually gets the majority of their players from console. Could be wrong, but yeah. But yeah, I gotta see what's on Game Pass again. Oh right, they raised the price of it. I was like just about to go back to it too, man. That's what's so funny. Miss me with that though. I'm nothing if not stingy. Especially when it comes to like subscriptions. $30 a month for Game Pass. Yeah, exactly. It's like, because there would be like a month would go by and I didn't use it at all because I was playing like a game that I had bought or I was playing something old. So it's like at that point, every 2 months I'd be able to like basically buy a game brand new. fan setup generally requires more wattage. No, not necessarily. Fans don't really take much wattage. I mean, the card itself might pull a bit more wattage because it has the cooling capacity for it, but yeah, the difference is pretty minimal. What do you guys think about the new Intel Ultra? It has that AI technology. Does that really help? AMD is winning currently in the benchmarks. So AMD is winning in gaming benchmarks. That's the thing you gotta remember. AMD is the choice if all you want to do is game. That's the only thing you're looking at. You know, 9800X3D, 7800X3D is the way to go. But the Intel is a lot more flexible and beats the AMD in benchmarks when it comes to things like productivity. So if you're going to be doing any kind of content creation, if you're a streamer, if you want to do any kind of rendering, the Intel's going to be the better choice every time. But yeah, as for like the AI technology, I mean, I don't really care. I don't think it's really helping you with your games. It might be helping you with a AI workflow, but honestly, I think a lot of that's kind of buzzwords. But yeah, again, if all you're doing is gaming, AMD is definitely the way to go. But gaming, content creation, workflow, Intel. AMD more FPS, Nvidia is more for pretty colors and 3D from what I've seen. We're talking like graphics cards? Yeah, yes and no. Nvidia actually tends to come out on top on FPS in most games. Mostly because of things like DLSS and all of that. But when it comes to like pure rasterization, the Radeon cards actually do go toe-to-toe with the Nvidia and sometimes beat them in that regard. But Nvidia has the bells and whistles, and that's what puts them above usually. They're also more expensive though because of that. The PC Game Pass is the only Game Pass I pay for. Not only you get a lot of games, but you also get the EA Play Pass and a lot of Ubisoft Connect games. That is true. It gives you access to a lot of games. I guess my problem is that it always ends up being things where it's like, oh, I was using it to play a game, and then when I didn't have it, I was like, oh, I want to go play that game again months later, and I realized I don't have it because I don't own it. So it kind of made me be like, yeah, it's saving me from buying a bunch of new games and I get to try them out. But at the same time, it was like, I probably should have bought that game. Because here I am being like, oh, I wish I could play it now. But yeah, and they had access to a lot of like cool old EA stuff. Can't even splurge on PS Plus, yeah. Received the King 95 the other day. I'm loving it. Thank you guys. You're very welcome.
Nice.
Glad it's treating you right. Yeah, yeah.
You hear it?
Yeah. And honestly, if I had like way more free time, Game Pass would totally appeal to me. But like, I don't have enough time to play many games these days, especially like during the week. If I get any kind of game time, it's during the weekend now, because I'm just too bogged down with, you know, responsibilities and all that jazz. But if I had like more free time, shoot, if I was unemployed for like a month, yeah, I'd be getting my money's worth on Game Pass. Yeah, I'm torn between a 5070 Ti and a 9070 XT right now. Ooh, that is the eternal question. It's one of those things where I always say, if I had to pick, like if someone was just like, hey, pick one and I didn't have to pay for it, I'd go for the 5070 Ti. But the 9070 XT, if the price difference is like good enough, go for the 9070 XT. It's just about as good. Yeah, usually like the difference between like cards in a similar class, and a lot of hardware too. The difference between RAM speed can be just, you know, think like 2 or 3 frames. Not something that you would like very practically see. You'd have more time if you had a microwave, just saying, saved a lot of time. It does save a lot of time. You know what's funny though, is that like, I don't have a microwave at home, but when I'm at work, I don't know what is happening, but when I'm at work, if I'm heating up a Pop-Tart, I'll put it in the microwave for like 17 seconds, and people look at me like I just like kicked a puppy, like straight up. But it works, it gets it just warm enough. Without making it like, you know, mushy. Do you ever worry doing these builds? No, not really. Cause like, especially Juan builds these all days whether the camera's on or not, so it's pretty used to it. One of the nice things about working here too is that if you ever do mess up and you break a component, you just go to inventory, get a new one. You can't really do that when you're building it at home, you know? I think PS5 gamers are nowhere near PC gamers. Yes and no. I think they're like just as big of gamers, but convincing them sometimes to play certain types of games can be very difficult. Trying to convince my sister, who's a big PlayStation girl, to be like, you know, interested in maybe getting a gaming PC, especially when I'm like, I could give you one. I have components. It's like pulling teeth. If I can get a video like this one, I can build a PC. Let's build a 2K system, yeah. Luckily, there's like a lot of really good like guides and guide videos out there on how to build a PC. If you follow those like step for step, it's not too difficult. If I break something, I don't want to drive an hour and a half to Micro Center. Exactly. And I'll tell you what, my computer loves to like, or the computers in my house love to poop themselves on a Friday night, like really, when I'm not at work. So I can't, like, I don't have access to a bunch of stuff that I could use to, like, test it and figure out what's wrong. I don't have access to being able to, like, buy components from here. Always a Friday night, right before the weekend when I wanted to game. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, he does. He's built, like, thousands of them.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, too many to count.
Mm-hmm.
Too many to count.
You guys got an industrial 2,000 watt microwave? No, we just got, like, something from Walmart.
Why would we need that?
Actually, when we first consolidated all of the microwaves when we moved to the new building, we had like 13 of them, and somebody like put way too many of them on the same breaker, and we had to be like, what are you doing? Like, you can't have 13 microwaves on the same circuit. Don't. So they had to be like kind of given away to other little areas. You gotta give the PS5 Xbox controller with a gaming PC to convert console players. True. I mean, there's still some games that I will only play with a controller. Anything that's a racing game. Shooters that I had first played on a console, I have to play them with a controller. But, yeah.
Oh yeah, racing game on a keyboard.
Yeah, I miss me
No.
that. Even a game like Fortnite, like, once you get into the cars in there, I'm like, no, this needs to be on a controller now. But that is true, that's how you get them. Because most of the time they're afraid of a keyboard and mouse setup. Especially for shooters, if they've only ever used a controller, they're real scared about that. Once you do it though, once you start playing with a keyboard and mouse, then going back to controller feels impossible.
Yeah, it just feels so limiting. Feels like you're missing a limb.
Yeah. This is my upgrade from my first starter PC. What y'all think? I think it's a really good upgrade. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, solid all around. This will definitely bring you up to speed into the more modern hardware, and yeah, it'll handle anything you throw at it. One built 1,000 this year, easy. Oh yeah, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, big power supply gives you tons of headroom for the for the GPU upgrade of the future. Have you banned fish from the microwave? Luckily, no one's really brought any in. Sometimes I'll bring in like a tuna noodle, though, I won't lie. But I usually am like, I'm going to microwave this now. Please let me know.
There was one time in the break room over there.
That somebody brought fish?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. That and burnt popcorn. Yeah, burnt. The thing about burnt popcorn is it smells bad, but it's not like the end of the world. But to a smoke alarm, it's the moment for it just to be like, ah, ah, and I'm like, please, the smoke alarm. Ah. If anybody made popcorn in my old dorm, like, the fire department would come every single time.
Oh.
Because it would always burn, and the fire alarm would go off, and that, like, triggers a dispatch, so. How do you guys view the 2070 Super in 2025 for heavy gaming in 1080p, no 4K? In 1080p, I think it's still viable, honestly. Like, it's starting to get a little long in the tooth, but there's still plenty of games you can throw at it. I'd be worried maybe about some, like, upcoming AAA, how it would handle that, but in 1080p, especially if you're, like, willing to, you know, not run it in ultra settings, I think it's fine. They don't have a popcorn button on the microwave? I guess not. Mine always had a popcorn button. Although, and this will probably also trigger Killian, but I actually like making popcorn on the stove now. Because again, no microwave, and I think it comes out better. You can make it with olive oil. 1080p, yeah, that's good. Agreed.
You know, I'm gonna trigger you in turn.
Oh god.
You know you can DoorDash AMC popcorn?
That's horrible. Why would you tell me that?
You're welcome, Killian.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't said I've done it, I'm just saying you can.
Don't get me wrong, I've thought before, like, especially when I used to work at the mall and there was an AMC at the other end, I thought about going into the movie theater, just being like, I don't have a ticket, I just
snacks?
want some popcorn, getting popcorn, and then going back to work. Because I do love movie theater popcorn, but when I go to the movie, which I never do, but if I did, I would be like, oh no, it's too expensive, we don't spend money on that. But it's so good. One day. Kelsey's living in the 1950s. Oh yeah. I was aiming for the 90s, but I guess I overshot it a bit, yeah. Jiffy Pop, yeah. Man, Jiffy Pop is like perfect for like if you ever have like a trailer or like if you're on a houseboat or something, like anytime where you're like kind of roughing it, Jiffy Pop.
Roughing it on a houseboat?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, real hard life there.
Yeah. The poo stays in the boat somewhere, I don't know. Well, you know what I mean, where it's like, you know, you don't have all of the like comforts. You can't just go to the store. You got a boat there. I guess I'm just thinking of it because we got Jiffy Pop one time when we were on a houseboat. We have technology now, yeah, but sometimes old technology better. I'm not gonna lie, you would probably try to make popcorn in the oven.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
now you're trying to be quiet.
Before buying.
I'll start the stream off, don't
Do it.
Don't fault us
Yeah,
for
yeah.
offering AMC popcorn often, but there's enough lazy people. I mean, honestly, like, I once had a friend who worked at the movie theater, and she was like, here's some leftover popcorn, and I kid you not, it was like a trash bag full of it. And I was like, she brought it camping, and I've never
You're
more
backing up
grateful.
telling this story.
Yeah, it's a great story, man. Get you a friend who works at a movie theater. Get that popcorn hookup.
Here you go.
Here's Fabian, everyone. Oh yeah, my phone.
Have you guys?
I don't need it, honestly.
Here.
We were a lot of fun back there, huh?
No, we're making fun of Cody.
Oh, why? That does sound fun.
Because, long story short, he was waiting for something on Robinhood to become in stock, and it's been like over a year before that happened. And he was like, okay, I guess this isn't ever coming back, so I'm just going to redeem my points. And literally the next day, like today, they put it in stock. It was like a hat or something like that. But they haven't had it in stock in like a long ass time. And then he literally was like, "Yeah, I've been saving up for all that time, and yeah, I guess I'll just redeem my points on other things." And literally, they put it on today.
That's nice.
So we're fucking dying. Because it does seem like Robinhood is trying to what is that called?
Troll?
Yeah, they're trying to troll Cody at this point. Ruru! Hello. So, Faye, check out my setup. Where's your setup?
Discord setup?
Oh, Discord? Let me see here. Let me check out what these kids are rocking these days.
Must be like $50 for it. Yeah, dude, because, like, you know, it's already theater popcorn, which is inherently expensive, plus a DoorDash markup. Like, double XP markup.
What the French toast? Setups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why do you need 8 monitors, bro? Sorry, 9. Correction.
I think there might be an iPad in there, too.
Yeah, there might be an iPad. That case is pretty crazy looking.
Oh, yeah, the TH300? I forget. No. Something. I forgot the acronym. Attack helicopter.
To watch TV and game at the same time? I mean, in reality, how are you watching 9 screens?
For real. Brain rot.
Hey guys, our PCs, guys, can you help me pick between 2 gaming laptops that are on Black Friday deals? Shoot them. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do. All those monitors and had to put the news on the phone? Yeah, 100%. Bruh. 2 tablets and 1 Surface Pro? That's pretty crazy. ASUS ROG Strix G16 versus the Lenovo Legion 5i. Drop the specs, because I don't remember what each one of those are. And the prices.
You got Google, lazy bone.
I always mess this up.
Bro, sitting in front of a computer.
But also he could just put it in chat real quick. Alright, so for $1,200, you got the ASUS ROG Strix with 16-inch full HD plus.
I guess they charge Fabian for Google searches.
Yes, they do. I only use LLMs now.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. 165 hertz, 165 hertz, 5060, 5060. Intel i7, 14.6. Intel Core Ultra 7, 32 gigs of DDR5, 16 gigs of DDR5. Immediately, just based off of the RAM, I would go with the Lenovo.
Said immediately no.
Immediately, the 32 gigs of RAM. technically speaking, the Ultra 7 is newer than the 14th gen. Yeah. I figured, but didn't know about the Ultra 7 versus the i7. Yeah, it's just a newer generation. It'll be alright. Most of the time, people are just like
Small refresh.
gaming anyways, so you won't really tell the difference. You're gonna get 5060s on both of them, and then that's where I was saying like the other deciding factor in reality is RAM. So if you have more RAM on the Lenovo, you got 32 gigs there. It'll be able to handle more games than the 16 gig. The 16 gig on is like super. It's like 8 gig. It's like an 8 gig RAM like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. What are you cooking tomorrow? I don't really cook for Thanksgiving. My wife bakes though. My wife's gonna be making 2 sourdough loaves, and then she's making jalapeno cornbread. Yeah, it's like jalapeno, honey, and yeah, cornbread. It's really good. Yeah, Ruru is also that's facts. Core Ultra, more power efficiency, good for battery. Yeah. How can we know you don't secretly hold Lenovo shares and just trying to get more sales? I work for Skytech, so I would say, F the laptops, go to Skytech. See? The 9000 series X3D, if you're a streamer, yeah, the X3Ds are really good for sure, but they usually don't have those in laptops. Ow. I only came here because my last 2 computers were Skytech built on stream. Hey, let's
Hell
go.
yeah. Nice.
You didn't like the 2 links? Do we have links disabled on accident?
On Discord? Or on what?
No, on Twitch.
I think mods only.
Send it to me in a whisper and I'll look. Oh, you put 2 links in the same message. Got it. Well, for us, it's coming up as stars. That's why I was asking. PH photo.
B&H photo?
Oh, B&H photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Damn, dude, I miss when that website was no tax in California.
Oh, this?
Yeah, bro.
Why?
Because they're New York based?
Oh, that's cool.
Not no more, though.
Rip.
Well, like for a long time.
Rip. Low key, the ASUS looks bigger too, like thicker. I don't know if it's because of the just the image. Oh, the Lenovo's actually like $50 cheaper. Yeah, I would just rock that.
Lenovo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lenovo. I like Lenovo's. Lenovo's.
QHD.
Need for Speed. Alright.
Yeah, it seems fine. Oh, well, the Lenovo's 15-inch, and then the Asus is 16. Oh, okay. To be honest, like, I guess for me, whenever I look at stuff like that, I look at, like, overall specs. But if you're more worried about aesthetically what it looks like, I guess, like, might be a different story.
What's their main concern?
They're both the specs are pretty much the same. 5060 versus 5060. One of them comes with 32 gigs of RAM. The other one's 16 gigs of RAM.
Do the 32.
Yeah, that's what I immediately said. And then
Yeah.
the one with 32 gigs of RAM is an Ultra 7, and then the other one is a 14 Gen i7.
I'd say do the one with 32 gigs. You're going to get more bang for your buck these days.
Yeah, with RAM.
And you don't have to worry about upgrading quite as
Yeah, that's what I said.
Especially because RAM is expensive these days.
Yeah, the only downside is that the Lenovo's 15-inch, Asus is 16. That's why I was like, if anything, if aesthetics means more, then I guess they have that. But for me, it's more functionality of like upgradability and all that stuff. So immediately when I read 32 versus 16, I was like, just get the 32 gig one.
Yeah, I agree. Hi, it's Charles. Hi.
I was talking to the wall apparently. Yeah, Charles is here.
Yeah. I was just walking past at her tech talk,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, R&D specialist.
Hey, I need a good PC that's under $800. Any suggestions?
A PS5.
Yeah,
I mean,
PS5.
if it's for gaming, get a console.
Wait and get a Steam machine.
Or that.
Or that.
I love my Skytech PC. Well, we love you. Twice apparently, because you look like you had 2 computers from us.
Hell yeah.
We love you 2 times. Zen Havoc. Oh hi.
Yo, what's up, dude? Welcome in.
Oh hi there.
Kelsey looks a little different today, I know.
I got a 10. Technically, I've had 3, but one was pre-built off Amazon. Hey, that still counts.
Still counts.
We love you 3 times. What games am I playing? Or what games are you playing? Are you playing anything still?
Not too often. Sometimes some Clone Hero here and there. Honestly, I've been
Clone
going
Hero?
out a lot. So I've been playing a lot of Guitar Hero Arcade. Like out.
That's cool. That's cool.
More than like games at home.
Specifically Guitar Hero?
Yeah, Guitar Hero Arcade.
Nice. What, are you going to the arcade in Riverside or what?
Yeah, dude.
Nice. Try not to get stressed packing and leaving to the mothers for the holiday. Well,
Dang.
hopefully it goes well.
Are you gaming? Oh, I mean,
I barely game. Honestly, hey, thanks for the follow.
thank you, thank you.
I'm not really playing all too much right now. Luckily, I did pick up a Lenovo Legion, and so like I got that set up to like play some smaller stuff. So I've been using that to play Skate.
Skate?
So I would say Skate right now. if
Okay.
anything.
The new one?
Yeah,
How is it?
it's weird. So like, if you just look at it to like, or play it just to play like, you know, casual skateboarding, it still feels like a skate game. But they made it a little bit more over dramatized because like, you know, instead of you like thinking like a normal skater, like I would be, like I would just be doing like some of the flat ground stuff. Nowadays they have like crazy gaps that you would like, you know, Superman dive and hover like from, you know, building to building just to like get to another, you know, another building and then like do like a freaking 50-foot gap and then you land it. I'm like, that doesn't happen in real life. Like, so I don't know. It's kind of gimmicky, but at the same time, if you like take all the gimmicks out and you just play just to vibe and skate. That's cool. The other thing that I thought would have been cool was the game's free now, so you don't have to pay for the game, but they have microtransactions, and so I was like, okay, that'd be cool. Like if they had really good outfits or skins or decks or whatever you want to buy, like that'd be cool. But they kind of been like half-assing it, except for the one that I showed Kelsey the other day.
Yeah, it was like a giant Vans
Yeah, it
shoe.
was a giant Van sneaker skin, which is hilarious. But yeah, they don't even have like that good of microtransactions right now, so it's kind of like, eh.
I kind of like that because I'm never gonna be paying microtransactions, so
I mean, maybe that shoe though. That shoe's funny.
Yeah, the shoe was good. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Say bye, Fabian.
Bye, Fabian.
Although Fabian, I'm off in like an hour, so like if this isn't done by
Just
then,
get-
I was like you might get tagged into
I'll come back.
close. But yeah. Tony Hawk on steroids. I talk about it a lot on the stream, but like, please somebody remake Tony Hawk's Underground. Or you know what? I'm just gonna emulate it. If you won't sell it to me, I will find it. I gotta play that Skate game though. I was really excited for that. Skate 2 was like one of my favorite games ever. Remember Mongo Corp?
I don't know.
do. Well, yeah, it was a good game. But yeah, alright. So any plans for the two of you? Yeah, what are your plans, Juan? I talked all about how I'm gonna be,
And
Figuring out
couch
how to-
potatoing.
oh yeah, a classic.
It's only the three of us, so we're not even doing like traditional Thanksgiving food.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing barbecue,
Yeah.
so that's nice.
Honestly, if I knew how to like really smoke like a rack of ribs, I feel like that's all I'd be eating every day.
Yeah.
Go on.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what I get into.
Okay.
Don't really got much planned. Whatever the day takes me. Just trying to enjoy the day off, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be nice to sleep in.
Oh yeah.
Then we are meeting up for barbecue Saturday for our Friendsgiving. Nice. I mean, like, you really can't go wrong with barbecue. Do not let yourself get addicted to the smoked pork. Oh yeah. Oh, I so would too. You also have to have like really good barbecue sauce, though. You know what I mean? Best thing is if you go to a place and they have like options. They got like 8 barbecue sauce options. You know you're in for a good time.
What if they only got steak sauce? Run.
Then I'm ordering a steak.
What?
What kind of barbecue wood do you use, Juan? That's a good question.
I have no idea.
You're doing charcoal, like oven, barbecue?
Charcoal.
Charcoal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, Hank Hill, I
We're
think he was
noobs.
wrong. Like, I think I do want to taste the heat.
But the meat.
I don't know, man. Like, when we used to have a barbecue that we bought, and we would just, like, grill in the parking lot sometimes. And it was charcoal based. And, like, I hadn't had a charcoal burger in, like, a long time. I was instantly changed. Like, now I'm a believer. Charcoal. The burger was so good. Applewood is good. Ooh, yeah.
Like the bacon?
Well, because you can, like, there's, like, hickory, applewood, cherrywood.
Oh, that's where the names come from?
Yeah. It's literally the wood from, like, an apple tree.
Oh.
It infuses it with a certain smoky flavor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Alright.
Alright. So this done. It is finished. It is complete.
Gorgeous. Alright, folks, this PC is done. It's gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers it needs out of the box. It's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and you're good to go. We are also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work on the load. And when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Cody. Thank you so much for ordering with us.
Thank you.
Lovely PC. Very nice. Woohoo. Alright. I gotta stop Matthew McConaughey. That means we're on to our fourth and final build for Victor. Uh-huh. Nice, that all fits. Lovely. Alright. Okay, Victor, your PC is up next. And yes, barbecue is a staple here in the South one. Best you will have.
Okay.
In Georgia, do you guys like eat the Carolina style, like on the pork, the pig juice, the like yellowy kind of one? Because that one's really good. But or do you guys default to more of like a Texas style? Cherry wood is great. Hickory needs to be controlled because it's too potent. I could see that, yeah. Yeah, I have a gas barbecue, but I was thinking of getting like a smoker for it that you put like the pellets in and you can still infuse it basically. But we'll have to see. I haven't been doing much barbecuing on it though recently. It kind of sucks. Spend more than $100 at Home Depot is the moral of that. We have our own, but nothing dry. Mostly comes from the Carolina style. Okay, sounds good. Although my recent, pig juice. That's what I've heard, like Carolina pig juice. It's like a clear or like yellowish kind of mustardy, very vinegary kind of barbecue sauce. That's good on like pork, because I think South Carolina is known for pork barbecue, whereas like Kansas City's known for beef. But yeah, my local barbecue place has been offering the like white barbecue sauce, which I think is Alabama style. It's like peppery. It's very good. It's not what I would consider barbecue sauce, but since I usually go and get these breakfast burritos that they make early in the morning, and you can get any of the barbecue. So you can get it with pork belly, you can get it with brisket, you can get it with sausage, and I usually get the pork belly one. It's so good with that. Oh my god, Home Depot card is almost paid off. Okay, I always say no to like opening cards anywhere, but I really do wish I could go back in time to the first time I visited Home Depot after buying my home and get the card, because I probably would have saved so much money. As much as you mentioned Home Depot, I need to get a Home Depot gift card for real. Oh man. Yeah, I'm there like all the time. I was there this weekend. I was there the weekend before. That was my weekend staple. Man, if you ever want to confuse people at the paint section of Home Depot, give them any color other than white for your ceiling, and they will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this must be a mistake." No, it's not. It's blue. We're gonna paint the ceiling blue, and they're like, you finally explain to them, and then the other employee comes up and is like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, this must be a mistake." We have a Home Depot card. We used it so much we got a free shower. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I feel like, but now it's like sunk cost fallacy where I was like, well, I've gone so long without the credit card that like now if I get it, it's a way, like, even though I'm gonna continue to Depot, you know. Always wanted to take a trip to Texas to go to one of the renowned barbecue spots. Oh yeah. Well, I married a Texan, so from what I have been told by the family that I married into is that the classic thing is like Texas style barbecue sauce. It's it's got a lot of the it's like a bit spicier, not as like thick as like Kansas City, and then they serve it with like a piece of bread, and not Texas toast. If any place ever gives you Texas toast with the barbecue, not authentic. The authentic experience is like a floppy Wonder Bread, just piece of white bread, just thunk at the bottom of the thingy.
I'd rather have Texas toast.
See, that's why it's like people have come to be like, oh, well but like that is the authentic Texas barbecue. Floppy little Wonder Bread. Look get Juan a paid flight out here to visit, so there is no excuse.
I mean, if you insist.
That's what we do here, just bread it. Yeah, just bread it. Oh, yeah. Dickie's Barbecue Pit is a good spot in Texas, yeah. It's funny, because like my brother-in-law was kind of involved in like the food industry for a while, and one of the restaurants he was like working at was asking him basically like, you know, okay, like describe like what's the authentic Texas barbecue, and he was trying so hard to like just be like just floppy bread, like just a floppy bread in there. But like they didn't want to do that because they're like, no, people are gonna think that that's cheap. It's like, do you want authentic or do you want, oh, I paid a lot of money for this and feels like I should have floppy bread. There's a really good place here called Dreamland Barbecue. You should look it up. So good and make the entire smell of barbecue. Oh, nice. Dreamland Barbecue. Googling it. Okay. Let me see the menu. Ooh, and they sell sauces, wow. Like just individually. Yeah, that looks good. Texas the Wonder Bread is good, yeah. Some of the best banana pudding you will have. Ooh, I bet. Yeah. When I was driving out to school one year, I was driving through Kansas City, and I was like, okay, we gotta stop at, like, the most famous barbecue place, which I think is LC's, for, like, some ribs. And they were good. But I really feel like it's just, like, your local place you gotta know about is just always gonna be better. The hype was too high, you know, to really deliver. Oh yeah, here comes Susan. You guys will never guess the case. It's another Montech XR. Which is so funny because I think we've got like maybe one or two on the stream like in the last couple months, and then it's like in this one stream just happens to be through.
Right.
So if you're thinking about this case, you'll get a very intimate look at it. Is she lazy? I guess so. My lazy Susan is particularly lazy because sometimes, I don't know, I feel like a screw got stuck somewhere in her mechanisms because sometimes she does not want to spin.
Oh. Get some grease.
Do you think though that it makes her lazier or like less lazy? Like she's actually getting her act together. She's no longer just gonna go wherever you spin her. You should try barbecue Texas tacos. Ooh, I would. so weird having a Thursday off. Because you're right, it does kind of feel like a Friday, but it's a Wednesday.
Farthest from.
Yeah. And then we gotta come back. It's like for one day.
For one day.
Okay.
But they'll likely be like, hey, if anyone wants to work Saturday. And I know my whole ass is gonna be like, yeah, I'll be here.
Well, this is a busy time of year.
I already put that deposit down on my car, so I need to make good on it.
Dude, I was driving in the Subaru, right? And then just like a random thing came on the screen, and that was like, get a free trial of SiriusXM.
Oh,
and I was
hell
like,
no.
I'm sorry, is this, like, if I had my glasses, I would have been like, excuse, is this an ad? Is this an ad that I'm seeing?
The way I'll drive both of us off the cliff.
Like, I'm sorry, an ad? While I am just dooting my way down the street? Tisk tisk, no no.
Hell no, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, if I see more of these. Mm-mm. Right back to the dealer with you.
Through the front glass. Yeah, dude, I kept getting the SiriusXM shit, and I just ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
I still get letters.
It's crazy that I actually have it in the other car. That's why I'm like, I don't need it. It's not that great.
Yeah, who the fuck wants commercial radio?
Sirius is not commercial. That's the problem. I mean, not the problem. That's the thing about it.
There's still commercials, though. I listened to it at Chip's house.
I mean, it's like things that'll be
The
like...
commercials are about the fucking Sirius.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't give a...
Well, and like actually, like, cause I listen to Sirius in the other car, but like, you know, I mean, if you listen to a channel for too long, it's gonna play the same songs like they always do. And then sometimes I'll be driving in this car and you'll just default to like regular radio, and sometimes I'll forget that, like, you know, Android Audio hasn't gone, and I end up just listening to the radio because it's actually pretty good. Like, the local radio was actually kind of dope. Like. So, I don't know. Alright, I'm off to finish packing, and hope you two have an awesome Thanksgiving, and see you next week. Bye,
Thank
Zen!
you.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you next week. Wednesday. Next week.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me, because it's like, you're already listening to it. Why the hell do you need to be sold on the fucking...
Right? You're like, have we told you how awesome we are? Like, the experience speaks for itself, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, it's like a really weird thing where, like, YouTube music, like, my streaming music is ticking me off. Sirius is ticking me off. And I'm kind of liking the local radio more. I'm like, wow, like, really full circle.
What was that? You look like you just got a flashbang. Real bright for a second there. Dude, this looks more like Raymond every day.
Dude, he's shaved, that's weird.
He's shaved?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at him in the face in a while.
Nah, he's shaved, dude. Now I am the only Raymond.
I'm gonna try to fight you. One day you're gonna come around the corner and you're gonna scare me, and like, I'm not gonna...
Wait, Thanksgiving is like tomorrow or something? Yeah, tomorrow. The 27th. Here in America. I found out that Canada also has a Thanksgiving. But
Why?
It's a totally different... I mean, I guess they also met Native Americans.
True, they were awful to theirs too, I guess.
Hold on. Actually, I'm very curious. I need to Google this. Because I was like, Canadian Thanksgiving. It's in October. October 12th, apparently, this year.
The heck?
Or 13th or whatever. Yeah, okay. Guess it's mostly to coincide with the harvest, which makes sense in October, because Canada's very cold. Like, yeah, they were probably getting their first frost, like, way sooner. They seem to eat all the same stuff. Very interesting, yeah. But basically just the same holiday on a different date. Hey, what's up?
Yo.
16 gigabytes, 5600 megahertz. It's already starting. Time to panic buy. Buy high, sell low. Yeah. Well, buying in the panic is always a smart move. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know, even things that before it was like, remember when like you would buy a car from a dealership and you could literally flip it for more money? Like, that obviously wasn't gonna last forever.
Could last for a long time though.
Oh, it can definitely last for a long time. Even housing has like kind of been like, alright, maybe this is where it kind of just plateaus. For now. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, whenever they first started making those like whole little panel ones instead of the tiny individual header, or you know.
Oh, dude, I know. Right?
That was so great. And I was
Best.
like, why did it take us this long as a species to get to this technology?
The fact that like no motherboard ever switches them around, and no one like ever thought like, hey, we'll just put them all together.
On one clip, like we do with the USB.
Yeah. There's still a few holdouts though. Now when I see them like separate, it's kind of annoying. Which
Yeah.
like it shouldn't be, because that's how that's the standard.
Yeah, and like I've still memorized it, so I know exactly where everything goes. But like,
Yeah, this is like how easily spoiled I've become.
yeah. What is Juan barbecuing? Yeah, what are you barbecuing?
Carne asada, chicken. Honestly, I just said barbecue because it was like easier than saying more words. It's
You just let us go on a whole rant about barbecue, even though you're making carne asada. Like,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Is it not like the similar act? It's still grilling.
It is grilling, yeah. Actually, carne asada is one of my go-tos for like camping because it's so easy to just like grill, cut, as long as there aren't yellow jackets.
Like the insect?
Yeah.
What?
You haven't been camping yet. You don't know this. Oh man, you're in for a treat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So we're gonna get some ranchero steak. Ranchero. Should be pretty good. Maybe some little smokies. Oh god, dude, the grocery store is gonna be a mess.
Oh,
I
you
want
yeah.
no part of this.
Gotta go the weekend before. If you had an estimate on how many PCs you've built, what would be the number?
Let's see.
Calculator?
Sure. Okay, so 53 weeks in a year.
52.
52.
Yeah, it's cool.
By 60
What's the 60?
a week.
Oh, okay. I was like
3,120
3,120.
a year.
How many years?
Oh fuck, we're going that deep?
Yeah.
How long have I worked here? 5 years?
15,600.
Roughly 15,600.
Math is power.
That's some rough math. Maybe less, maybe more. Probably less. We'll call it even 15,000.
5.6K PCs? Holy, no, 15.6.
15,000.
Yeah.
15.
That's what he do. All day he be building.
I be building, bro. I be building. I was put on this earth for one thing and one thing only.
To build PCs.
Yeah. Sometimes I dream about plugging in cables, and that's not when I've gone too far.
Dude, you know what's worse though than dreaming about work? Dreaming about your commute.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah. That happened to me recently, and I was like,
That'd be so
wow.
I
now,
think-
now I gotta go sit in it, yeah.
Out of spite, I'd take the day off.
It's insane. I feel like I can't build one myself or I'd lose my mind. No, it's
Nah,
definitely doable.
Nah, it's doable, bro.
You just gotta, like I said, you gotta do a little bit of research beforehand, watch some guides, and yeah, know where everything goes. And then it's just repetition. You can do it so fast because you've done it so much.
Yep.
Without cable management, if you were to speedrun a build, air-cooled CPU, how fast do you think you can do it?
Oh, dude, like fucking 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say, about. Yeah, especially air-cooled, yeah. 15 minutes
air-cooled?
to on the bench, easy.
Oh, yeah. Just throw everything in there.
Shoot, if you were going like true speed, just power supply on top of the case. Yeah.
Can you even call it a PC at that point, or is it just a bundle of parts?
I mean, I've done it. Like, you know when you're trying to test, like, is it a
Right.
bad power supply? You just
Yeah.
have it living up there. I did a few months research before I built my PC. Yeah, smart. Especially, like, the most important part of that, too, is just making sure that you pick the components that will work in the PC. Because if you don't know any better, you might not realize that there's, like, different form factors for, like, CPUs and RAM. And if you get incompatible parts and you try and make them go together, that's how you break things.
I don't know where I got that extra week of the year.
I know, right?
Somehow, you know, I've been at work so much that I squeezed an extra week. I opened the wormhole.
Oh yeah. I'm head out, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your days. All right, see you, Shark.
See ya. Enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, have a good one. My cousin paid $2,500 for his PC. His friend built it, and he had 10th gen i5 and 1660 Ti, 32GB RAM, 1TB. All the money went on an all-white Corsair build. Oh yeah, that can happen. When you want to do, like, especially if you're trying to do like a snow build, oh my gosh, you gotta pay the tax on that.
Overrated.
They know that, like, you know, you'll pay extra to have a nice coordinated all-white build. Yikes. He knew nothing about PCs. This is back in 2021. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, other than, like, that's a lot of RAM for what the other components are.
Yeah. I mean, who's laughing now, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, 2,500 was way too much for that, but if it got the job done, that's all that matters. I don't know though. I also ended up spending like way too much for a GPU back in like 2020.
Tell them what it was.
It was $300 on an RX 580.
Woo!
Yeah. That's how desperate things were. Dire even.
Dire. Yeah, dire. Food, shelter, RX 580.
Yeah. And I'd used my stimulus check on a MacBook and a mandolin.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was still working though, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Built my PC in an hour. Was my first ever PC build, but I didn't do any cable management because when I opened the back panel, I saw all the fans and ARGB cables not managed into the controller and lost any interest to do it. Did some of the front though, obviously.
Hey man, yeah.
Some of those controllers though, like even like fresh out the box, the case will just be like, blah, like spaghetti from it. Like they'll put it like in the center of the case, and then all the cables are just like a rat's nest out of the box. It's something that I put in my reports a lot because I'm just like, what happened? I should not be getting it out of the box in such a state. But yeah, I feel like on that. It's like, I swear, some cases it's like they're set up for you to like just have a horrible time cable managing. I bet a lot of people use their stimulus checks on PC. Oh, I'm sure. And at the time I was working at PetSmart, and you wouldn't believe it, but a lot of them were using it to buy fish tanks and fish because they were at home and they were like, I am bored. What do you have? And we had sold all of our animals. So we were like, fish? And yeah.
I guess I'll take that. Oh yeah, dude, we're selling like crazy in 2021, so I can definitely confidently say we were getting that stimmy money from people.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of cable managing, he's doing it right now.
I'm doing it.
Oh my gosh. You guys wouldn't believe it. Okay, so one, for your episode of Kelsey on the Couch, my new eventual streaming setup,
Okay.
it's couch co-op
Okay.
with me and a guest. If you are my guest, what are we couch co-oping?
What are we couch co-oping?
Anything, any era.
Shit. I bring the game, or you just had something in your library?
You can bring the game, or like we'll find it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to build up a good collection.
Damn, that's an interesting premise.
Right?
Kelsey on the couch.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, hello, today my guest is so and so. Because I figured it'd be fun to like, like one day I could have like my sister on and we could play like a game that we used to play like growing up.
Yeah.
Couch co-op all the time again. And it's hilarious because I just feel like couch co-op brings out like the funniest stuff in you. Because it's just like it's different from playing online with someone because they're like right there.
I mean, I kind of, I feel like you know what I want to say,
Minecraft.
but something objective based would probably be better. What do I like? Some Clone Hero? You probably get down on some Clone Hero.
Yeah. So like me and my best friend at one point went through all the Halo games. I've told the story a couple times as just like Master Chief and Arbiter. So like if I was like have him on, that's probably what we would do. We'd probably go back and play like, Halo 2 or something like couch co-op because we couch co-op that entire game to get ready for 4. We bought 4 and then we didn't play it.
I'll probably say Clone Hero. That's the most game that I'm confident in my skills for streaming.
I mean, you don't have to be good at it. That's half the fun.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, but I don't want to be trash either.
I don't know, because like I can think of like if me and my sister were to play like a game, my brain immediately goes back to Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like the first one, because we used to play like versus each other, where like you know whoever did the best trick off of something, it like graffitied the like you know the rail or the ramp or whatever. So it'd be funny to play that again, but like you know I used to be good at that game, like now I'm not.
Oh, you gotta practice.
Although I remember it used to tick me off so much. My sister and I would go, we do that one level where you're in the warehouse and it starts with like a huge ramp that you go down and then you go over a half pipe and you can do a really sick move there because you've got so much air time. So we would go down the ramp, we would both go off the half pipe, do some cool move, and if my sister didn't land it, she would restart the Nintendo 64. And it made me so mad because if I didn't land it, well, we just kept playing. Cheater!
Who's
got
the
Archangel
little
from you
sister
guys?
again? I keep forgetting.
Me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I got Archangel from you guys. Oh, awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a line we've had for a while. Archangel 2 or Archangel 4? Archangel 3?
Yo, thank you for the follow.
Thank you. Let's see if it turns on. Make sure you have all the connections to the PSU. Oh, trust me, he's got it. Usually if it doesn't turn on, it's because we have a dead part. One mistake I often make is I forget to connect the connectors to my GPU. Yeah, that's pretty common. If I'm going really fast, like I said, sometimes I'll forget the like 8-pin at the top for the CPU. But it's like the first thing I notice when I'm like, huh, no post, and that is why. It's
Or
usually
the
because it's
power
like
button.
it's usually because it's up there, like I fed it through and then just forgot to like plug it in. I got my PC in an hour. Was my first ever PC build, but I didn't do any cable management because when I opened the back panel, I saw. Oh, sorry, I read that one. Blah, 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 blah. Every once in a while, I'll be like, yeah, after work, I'm gonna finally do the cable management. And the image of that was behind the back panel flashes, and I lose all motivation. Yeah, ironically, looking at bad cable management makes you want to manage it less. Ask me how I know. Yeah. I'm willing to do it. I would love for it to look nice. Yeah. Sometimes though it's hard when you do it afterwards. Because when you're kind of setting it up, it's a bit easier because you can be like, okay, this should run under this thing, you know, but like, if you're realizing that you can't really move a cable because something is running between it, you have to then unplug that and then route it again. It's a whole thing. None of us leave until we see the computer turn on and then you got a sub and like, see how good he is. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, you'll see when you come to the party. Hopefully the office will be ready then. There'll be the new setup.
Ooh,
You'll
sick.
see it's inspiring. You can invite Frankie too.
Nice. Oh, you guys can play Fortnite.
Yeah. CPU water cooler being installed? Yep, the AIO. Or the all-in-one. Liquid cooling.
Yeah, yo.
I was like, AIO. Oh yeah. At least the nice thing about this one is probably easy to get that radiator in because of the you only have fans on one side.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
I hate when you have to like undo the like rear exhaust just to get the AIO like in. It's always so annoying. Still about an hour away till launch. Nah. 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe not. That was too ambitious. Because, yeah, you still gotta do GPU.
Yeah, maybe.
His mustache is legendary, lol.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's about to be December. What the heck is coming out? Video game wise at the beginning of video games coming in 2026. Oh, the new Fable. Oh my gosh. I was like, otherwise I was like, I ain't even heard of these. You know, Pokemon Pokopia actually look pretty good, except for I don't like the fact that you're like a weird Ditto human. I'm like, why don't they just make me be a human or a Pokemon?
What's a Ditto mean?
Like Ditto the Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know how like when he turns into people, he has like the weird little eyes and all this. But like also you have like weird arms now, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not about it. Okay, here's actually something I will totally plug: the new Tomodachi Life. This was a game that was on 3DS, and it's so like fever dream coded. So you make Miis, you know, and they live in this like in the Tomodachi Life one on this island. In like a big apartment building, so they each have like their own apartment, and you can get them like stuff for the apartment. But like they speak. You can make them do little songs where you can literally write the lyrics and they will say whatever you tell them to say. They don't say curse words, but it's really easy to work around that to get them to say curse words. They can have babies with each other and like relationships with each other. Which was funny because I made all my friends in Tomodachi Life. And then, like, the ships just started going, you know what I mean? Where I was like, oh, okay, this is really weird. Including some, like, really traumatic breakups. And, yeah, that game was insane. It's also funny because every me had a favorite food, or, like, a food that they like, and then, like, their favorite one. Because you can, like, give them food. And one of my characters, his favorite food ended up being, because it's like a mystery until you give it to them, his favorite food ended up being tap water. And what happens when you give them their favorite food is they launch like a little rocket into space and go, yeah! It's the funniest thing ever. The whole thing is a fever dream. So I can't wait for that. I'm going to get the new one. I'm going to have to get a Switch too for that though. Rip my wallet. I'd pay him like $60 an hour for this work. Yeah. When is Fable coming out, though? I must know. I love Fable. Fable 1 mostly is the one I played to completion. Fable 2 I played until all of my lovers found out about each other. That was the whole thing. I was trying to have as many kids as possible. So, yeah. I had many husbands and one wife. Marvel's Wolverine, a Wolverine game. I can't think of an X-Men who I'm less interested in.
Oh my
though.
god, here we go.
I'm sorry, he's not interesting.
Hope the next one's a Rogue game.
That would be so sick. You can't tell me that a rogue game wouldn't be awesome. Taking
Voiced
powers.
by Adam Paquin.
No. You take that back. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. Happy pre-Thanksgiving, Sir Chili Come
Hey, what's up, dude?
Do you want to make tamales for the office?
Dude, I don't know how to make them. My mom's out of the country too. Ironically, my brother-in-law is cracked at making. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but like he cloned our recipe. I need to ask him.
Dude,
Not to teach me, but like just to make some this year.
Out of pure necessity, I like learned how to copy my family's recipes without asking for them. And it's mostly that like I kind of learn how you make it, and then I eat it, and I'm like, okay, no, this is actually this way, and I just keep doing it until I get it right. And you can do that. You can just steal family recipes that way.
You can, I guess. I just
You
eat
too
the
can
food.
learn this skill. All you have to do is never look at a recipe.
I mean, I got step 1 going, I guess.
One, and then you have to cook.
Yeah, that, you know, draw the rest of the owl.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be cooking tomorrow. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hopefully have a turkey. Hopefully I don't mess it up. No promises. And I keep remembering that I took the thermometer home after we did the Pepsi video. And it's not at my desk or anything, so I was like, okay, I took it home, but I couldn't find it in my bag, so I'm like, please tell me I didn't just lose the thermometer. You know, the thing I need to make sure that I'm not poisoning everyone? Whew. Man, my head hurts. Oh, why does your head hurt?
SMH my head.
Can't do long streams like I used to. Oh, I feel that. It do be like that. Do you think it's just screen or just having to be present and focused the whole time?
Shit, dude. Sorry, Young.
Yeah. Streaming is exhausting, actually.
No, it really is.
For real.
You'd think talking, yeah, I already talk all day, so. But no, with talking with a purpose. And not just nonsense, not just bothering Handy.
Yeah. Did a 7.5 stream for Majora's Mask. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Jesus.
That's tough because I feel like you feel like you kind of gotta entertain too, especially when there's downtime of no, don't click off. But it was hard. Whereas you could probably play 7.5 hours of Majora's Mask on the couch with no one around, and it wouldn't really be as much of an issue because you're just in total marshmallow mode, you know, where you're just waiting for food. Food might help.
Some water.
Well, I was water helps with a headache, but sometimes they're not wrong when you can also get a headache because you need to eat.
I'll never forget when my friend stopped being vegan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was just malnourished, not just because of his diet, but he started eating chicken or whatever, and he was like, "Oh man, it's crazy not being dizzy all the time."
The fans, good exhaust, yeah.
Yeah. This is a nice case. I'm a big fan of this case.
Oh, big fan.
Not just a 120.
How much longer till the boot? Here you go.
There you go, bro. Alright, I'm expecting that like and sub. Alright, folks. This build is done. It is finished. It is complete.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, folks, this PC is done. It is going to go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers that it needs out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and you're good to go. We're also going to stress test this, make sure its components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Victor, and thank you so much for ordering with us.
Thank you.
Lovely PC. But no monitor? Yeah, well, you don't need the monitor to know if it posted. Here's actually a little fun troubleshooting tip. If it's headless, so you don't have a monitor, you're not getting any kind of output, and you want to know if it made it into Windows, what you do is you press the power button just once. Okay. If it goes off immediately, that means it made it into the BIOS, which makes sense because there's no OS on this drive, so it's going to default to the BIOS. But since it went off, that means it posted. If it didn't post, it would not have turned off at all. Now, if you do have Windows on your PC and it's not giving a display, and you try that, if you hit the button and it goes off after a couple of seconds, that means it was in Windows. You're just not getting a display. Cool stuff. But yeah. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna see if food helps and coffee. Oh yeah, that'll likely get you going again. Guess we need a monitor to post that it's working. No, dude, I'm telling you, you don't actually need a monitor.
Nah, bro, you give us that sub already.
Trust me, this is what we do. If it didn't post, it would not go off when you hit the power button. It would just stay on. If it turns off immediately, it's in BIOS.
Do I need to pay more to have... I want the client to see their PC on.
It's further than that. That
Do I
makes
need
sure
to
the
have
GPU is connected.
pay more to have a legacy? We don't typically build regular SKUs on live, but you can have a custom with a legacy 4K.
Yeah, but otherwise, usually live stream is free. It's just only available to custom builds.
Only customs.
Thank you for amazing lesson. All codes for personal files. Yeah, no worries. And yeah, there's no way for us to know whether or not the GPU is giving some kind of an error. But that's what happens in the next step. If somebody checks all of that out. But
Yeah, that's a
component wise, yeah. Other than graphics, yeah, everything checks out. Cool. All right, folks. Well, that was our last build. What? So that was our build stream for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
For the week.
Yeah, for the week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are gonna go pig out. Hopefully not get stuck in any traffic. And yeah, you'll see me next week in pure Christmas mode.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
You have a good turkey day as well.
Enjoy your holidays. Eat some good food.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.